fuckers. I gotta make sure we can keep this thing going. I gotta make sure we can be responsible. Like, I'm frustrated about a lot of shit. It's been taking forever to get these fucking prizes out, and it is bothering me a lot. So I've been talking with April about that. I know she's had her struggles. I know she hasn't felt well. When it's your wife, you can't really treat them like an employee. Mm-hmm. Like, if April was an employee, I might be a little tougher on her. I might go, get the fucking prize. Like, that shit's got to get done. Mm-hmm. But it's your wife, and you know what she's going through, and you know she hasn't felt well and everything else. You're like, all right. Only a subset of the rugby tackling style that has been spread around the NFL in recent years. Competition Committee Chairman Rich McKenna.
My name is literally anybody.
Today, everybody, this is called a Grint. Guys, we need to fix my Grinter. I'm the Grinter, fix my printer. My toner just ran out of paper, but this will be coming. This will be coming. These are all parts of your daughter, John. These are all parts of your daughter. I printed the numbers right on the squares this time. Say you're sorry for putting words in my mouth. Say you're sorry. I lift weights almost every day. That's a secret about me. Oh, God. I do something. I try to do something every day.
I need some love, man. I need to have some love from you guys, man. I gotta have some cash in my pocket, man. You guys are supposed to take care of your people. Like you take care of all those other ones, man. We're about halfway there. Almost $200 this morning. We need about another $200. And that'll make us have what we need for the weekend. You guys, Tukey, personally to you gotta show some love, man. You guys are doing me wrong, man. I don't like that shit. Where is my Amazon dude, man? My fucking pants are falling down. I'm losing weight like a motherfucker.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Oh shit! Mud shark? You're not a mud shark. You're barely even a fish.
This is a Pink Podcast.
Fuck up.
Win by Two, they're actually a podcast out of Philadelphia.
Who knows to Win by Two radio?
Where's John DiCaprio? Did he ask about me?
Fuck Carl. He's effectively done in this business. On the podcast, catching people is Dr. Mingo.
So I'm a dumb guy.
I'm hoping John DiCaprio is, but...
Take your fucking bra off, Barry!
Like, let me guess, because he attacked everyone?
I'm gonna be yelling at him the whole time tonight. Your show sucks!
up for your host, John.
Come on, give it up, give it up. Give it up, 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 give it up. Damn, give it up, come on. We're back. We're so doing it, man. How's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday. Feels so good to be back, let me tell you. Let me fucking tell you. It feels good to be... And like I said this in the pre-show, so unless you were watching in the pre-show, you didn't hear me say this, but it's the first time we're doing a night show. Well, not the first time. We've done other night shows in the past, but it's the first time, long time we're doing a night show. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. The new schedule. I'm a working man. If you ask Patrick Melton, he would think that's fucking stupid. We watched Patrick on the last show. Oh, what am I gonna start a beef with him because he has a day job or whatever he said? I don't know. Fuck you, Patrick. By the way, we are the #1 show here who makes fun of all things Patrick Melton, and we're gonna be doing so again tonight. And I think that's really the plan moving forward. Patrick gave me a lot to think about last week. I really do think that's the plan moving forward. Patrick says, what does he expect to happen? Well, I don't know what you're going to do, Patrick, but for us over here, I think from now until the day I take my last breath, which could be tomorrow, could be somewhere down the line, the next week, I think we're just going to cover everything Patrick does, much like, Patrick and a bunch of us did the Steel Toe. By the way, Aaron M. Holt, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for yours truly, Aaron M. Holt.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio.
Thank you.
Win by 2 is watching.
Thank you. And what's my name, Aaron?
What's his name? I almost said Jesse. It's not Jesse.
No.
It's John.
Jamingo?
Not John Jamingo.
No.
What the fuck is his name?
Fuck.
Is it John?
Yes.
John DiCaprio.
Yes!
Yeah. Win by 2.
John DiCaprio. Holy fuck. Say it, man. Say it, don't spray it. Now, I'm very excited to be back. I'm very excited to be back here. Paul R. Nelson, sorry, that just popped up on my feed. Shout out to Paul R. Nelson coming in, becoming a new stubbed toe member here. Shout out to K. McDuck, actually, gifting the membership to Paul R. Nelson. So thank you, Kay, and welcome in, Paul. Can I call you Paul Nelson? Do we have to incorporate the R in there, or is the R for a specific purpose? Is there another Paul Nelson roaming around emulating you, trying to imitate you? Want to walk around, want to be like me, walk, talk, and act like me? Motherfuckers just know that I just might be. I forget however the lyrics go. Eminem. If you guys didn't know that already. What a fucking doozy of a show we have tonight. Thank you, Kay. We do appreciate that. Again, I said this too in the pre-show, but I'll say it again. Shout out to K. McDuck and all ducks around this fine, beautiful world that we live in. I don't think ducks get enough credit just for being ducks. Maybe next time you see a flock of geese or, just a duck, just say, hey, thanks. I don't know why you would, but just do it. Welcome in, guys. What a fucking doozy do we have for you tonight. Again, first time we're doing a night show in quite some time. I'd say at least maybe a month and a half, at least 6 weeks. The one that I can remember the most was the Killers of Comedy, when I got my neck almost snapped by those thugs, by Shuli's thugs. Oh my God, the Shuli's thugs. Which, by the way, I have a surprise, not tonight, but for next show, that might have to do with Shuli's thugs. I think I'm going to, that should be, that's not, Shuli's thugs has a nice ring to it. Shuli's thugs podcast. I don't know. I might change my podcast name and everything I do here to the Shuli's thugs podcast. We have zero Shuli coverage coming up, so if you're here for that, then, you could see yourself out now. There's a lot of, like I said, Steel Toe on tonight's docket. They're set to go live. This is something we haven't done in a while. We used to do this last year when the Steel Toe height, the frenzy of Steel Toe, everyone was just learning who the toes were. The Steel Bros. You guys remember the Steel Bros? Well, they're still around, but who knows for how much longer, man? Who knows for how much longer? But we used to do this every Sunday we would do our show Sunday, but instead of doing them Sunday morning, we would do them Sunday night. And Aaron would do his members only stream. And it was always so confusing to me because he did the members only stream open to the public, and then he would put it behind the paywall. And he's, spoiler alert, he still does this every Sunday. You could check out, even if you're not a member, you could watch his members only stream for $0. You could just screen record it, and so he still does that. So we used to watch his members only stream here on the show. It was only an hour. It was nice. It wasn't a 4.5-hour excursion. We weren't having to hang on to every word of Steel Toe. It was just nice and easy 1 hour. It was usually the first 15 minutes was filled with cope and what happened over the weekend, 15-20, followed by maybe a story or two about, Michael Jackson or Ray Lewis or whoever, whatever the trending topic was of the weekend. And then the last 15 minutes were just more copes and how he was owning trolls. Well, he's back to doing his old gimmick. He's back to owning... Well, I say that facetiously, but he's not owning any trolls. There's no trolls being owned over at the Steel Toe conglomerate. And to take that one step further, so on the last show, it's members only, the infamous Turn episode behind our members only program. Join to become a Stub Toe member today, and you can have access to all that glorious shit. During that episode, we had taken a look at Miss, it's going to be a hoot, April M. Holt.
Going to be a real hoot.
Tonight is going to be a real hoot. I'm going to tell you that much. And we were taking a close look on, or at Miss April M. Holt on their Rumble Friday exclusive. Every Friday they go to Rumble. They go to Rumble only. They cut the YouTube feed and they go to Rumble. They get you should see it over there at Rumble. If you guys don't check it out, they get 105,000 live views. I mean, it's amazing. Steel Toe's crushing the game these days. So they go to Rumble Friday, and I don't usually watch the Rumble Fridays because it's just basic ass, boring bullshit. To sum it up, I go over to the Rumble Friday last week, and I'm sifting through that fucking timeline, and I see April a few times. And we went over this, so check it out. You're going to have to keep up on these episodes here just so you know what's happening each ep. I'm looking at April, and like I said, I'm scrubbing the timeline, and I see her. She's doing the old... You guys can't see my eyes. She's doing the old... For audio listeners, right now I'm nodding out. I'm trying to show an example of what nodding out looks like. This is what April was doing the entire day. She was bobbing for apples. And I was like, holy shit, she's fucking high on something, man. All right, you guys, she's high on something. But it's not, everyone, like I said, everyone last week and the weeks leading up to this, they want to point the finger out. It's Coke, it's Adderall, it's meth, it's crank. Whatever happened to crank, by the way? I feel like that was a huge thing, like back in the Dizzy. When I was growing up, every time you went to the city, you heard a couple fucking blacks always describing smoking this crank. Then I get older, I want to smoke some crank, and there's none to be found. So what the fuck is going on? JK, of course. Anyway, fucking April nodding like a motherfucker. The Kensington Shuffle, we called it, right? You tune into their episode over the weekend. They had a crazy, bizarre weekend. I'm not going to really get too much into it. It's really kind of irrelevant, to be quite honest with you. But the one thing I took away from this weekend, these last couple of days since our last show, is one, they spent time at Nick Rekieta's house. And Mrs. Rackets, they call this woman, Nick Rekieta's wife, which we're going to be taking a look at today. Not Miss Rekieta. Although maybe one day I do have some incriminating photos of Miss Rackets. So don't piss me off, Nick. I don't care if you're a lawyer or what. Don't piss me off. No, we're going to be taking a look at Nick Rekieta on today's program because this whole Rekieta M. Holt relationship definitely leaves me scratching my head for multiple reasons. Well, first and foremost, they just met like 2 months ago. They're doing every weekend the M Holts are going to the Rekietas every single weekend to do a stream, to sleep over. They're blaming the sleepovers on snowstorms, and I have reports. I'm not going to disclose my sources, but I have reports from people, native Minnesotans, who say that it snowed a little bit, but the roads were fine Monday. You could have driven. So, that was one interesting note from this past weekend, is Aaron had stayed like 3 days over the Rekieta household. April was acting up. She was acting a fucking fool. She was, again, nodding out on the show. And the following day, which was yesterday, Monday, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Monday. Yesterday's Tuesday. Monday, Aaron comes on and he's venting to the audience. Now, I love a good Aaron vent, because that's sometimes you can get a lot of truth in that vent. Because a lot of times when you're watching Steel Toe, he puts up a wall. He puts the show wall up, and you really can't quite get a sneak peek of what's actually happening behind closed doors. I mean, sometimes you can. He lets it out in snippets, but for the most part, you really can't get a grasp of actually what's happening, what their dynamic is off the air. Well, Monday, he let it slip. He let it all out. We're going to be taking a quick glance at that at some point today's show, just to kind of give a reference to people who might have missed it. And he let this out. He's been stressed out. April hasn't been fulfilling her duties as a manager of the the almighty powerful Steel Toe conglomerate.
Kudos to Win by Two Radio.
I mean, he just can't stop kudosing me. So you couple that, for me, I'm looking for signs, right? I'm looking for signs to kind of solidify my, belief, I guess, or argument, sure, we could use. But April's been, quote unquote, sick now for the better part of 5 weeks, 6 weeks. One has to start asking the question, is she sick? Sick, like the flu, like I got the sniffles, I got the chills, my body hurts, I'm cramping. Or is she dope sick? Now, that's what I want to take a look at today. I want to see if we can't find any more evidence, or I can't convince you guys. Now, this is all alleged, of course, if any lawyers or cops are listening. This is complete speculation, of course. I don't actually mean any of this. But, funny that I do actually mean it all, and I don't know, it's up for interpretation, I guess. But I hope to show you guys some of what I saw, because when I'm watching, I think it was Sunday night or Monday night, I forget, the days just kind of blend together, to be quite honest with you. From what I saw on the last when the last time April was on the program, which I believe was Monday night, she looked completely fucked up. Like, it doesn't take I don't need to be a drug counselor or have worked with people who get fucked up on a daily basis to just understand that this is somebody who is under the influence of what, I don't know, but I think we could rule out stimulants. And I think it's some sort of downer. So we're going to be taking a look at that today. And Nick Rekieta plays a big part in that, because Nick Rekieta then boots up a stream right after that Steel Toe Monday night stream, to which I haven't really watched much Nick Rekieta stuff. This was like really the first episode I've watched from front to back. And it really leaves me with so many fucking questions after watching Rekieta. We'll get into it, so I don't really want to spoil anything off the top. We'll definitely get into it. But, yeah, all of these motherfuckers, everybody I am watching on screen, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just seeing signs and have a confirmation bias of sorts, and I'm just looking for things to kind of solidify my argument here. So maybe it is me. I don't know. It's just 1 time, sure. 2 times, maybe it's a coincidence. 3 times, okay, it starts to become a pattern. And it's like, the likes of April, Christina Catalano, we're going to be watching. She's doing the fucking hokey pokey over there. It's with, I think you get a meth pipe in you. Well, this isn't a drug class 101. You guys look up what hokey pokey is. Imagine. So there's a bunch to get into. Patrick Melton we're going to get into today. I've been watching every Nobody Likes Onions stream. Everyone he puts out. And Melton has Patrick's feeling himself as of late. He's feeling himself. He feels confident. Although he always like slouches, like really poorly. He's got very poor posture for somebody so confident, or at least he tries to portray a confident man. The posture on that Sasquatch Yeti is really like I couldn't even begin to try to duplicate it. It's really bad. Some people ask, hey, Melton, do you even have shoulders at all? I don't know. So we'll be taking a look at Melton. He's got a couple new scams he might be up to, a couple new just copes, and he's been white knighting for a couple people, which leaves me scratching my head. He disavows Stevie Lou. I do have to say, man, I applaud Stevie Lou. I know that's a hot, not a popular take at the moment. I know people want to throw tomatoes at Stevie Lou, and I'm here to tell you, throw all the tomatoes at Stevie Lou. But anybody who could stand up to anybody who could stand up, sorry, thinking of something else. Anybody who could stand up to the woolly mammoth himself, Patrick Melton, at least deserves recognition, man. I'm not Team Lou. Again, we don't do teams here. It's gay to do, I'm team this, I'm team that. This is my guy. This is my guy. No. We don't do any of that team nonsense over here. We could just simply sit back and make fun of everybody. That's the glorious part of not picking a team, actually. It's what the benefits are. You can just sit back and just kind of observe as a neutral observer, like Switzerland. Look at Switzerland. They're doing fucking phenomenal. So anyway, yeah, so Melton, he's feeling himself. Stevie Lou's called him out. We're going to watch that argument. Melton's the only guy, the only, internet tough guy, or whatever the fuck you want to call him, that does all this wild shit, says a lot of this wild stuff, but seeks apologies from grown men. And that's something we're going to be taking a look at today. Again, we didn't get to his members only stream from Saturday on our last show here. So that's something else we're going to be taking a look at here today. For somebody who makes a decent amount of money, he can't afford new socks. We're going to be taking a look at that. His new sickness, or his current sickness, or his existing sickness, that whatever the fuck he has going on, he's going to let us know. Now, we watch on Sunday, so again, it's really crucial that you sign up and become a member and watch all these episodes, because we watched on Sunday where Melton's like, I don't need to let people know my health problems, and then proceeded to go on 2 tirades we watched on Sunday of him describing health problems. We're going to watch another one here today on tonight's show, I should say. We'll be taking a look at some Joey C on tonight's show. I do have to give a shout out to Based Pill and Dabble Story, and really doing the Lord's work, man. Really doing the Lord's work. Joey C to these two people are like what Steel Toe and Patrick is to me. So I do have to give an applaud to those two, Based Pill and Dabble Story. And they clip practically Joey's every It's so hard to watch a Joey C clip because he's on all the time. And it's like, this is where these two come in handy, because they're watching Joey's every single fucking move. Joey's begging, Joey's fucking, just everything. The worst of the worst you can even imagine from an internet guy. That's what Joey's doing, and this is where we'll be taking a look at Dabble Storian's clip today, where Joey's just, really pleading on his hands and knees practically, asking for, guys, please, I just need a dime from you. Please, help me. I'm 60 and I can't help myself. I try to show people what I do, and I try to show them the shows that I watch on, a daily basis now. It's been, there's never a time I'm really not watching a show unless I have prior obligations or I'm out and about and I can't watch shows. But, I try, for multiple reasons, I have to be kind of entrenched into watching shows. And some people are like, what the fuck are you even watching, man? Let me see. So I'll show people, and I like to show them Steel Toe, the people that I like to cover, which now is Steel Toe and Patrick are the two main guys. a little Joey C, Bob Levy. And, you know, this doesn't really need to be said about Melton, because all this shit I talk on Melton, like at least Melton does some sort of show. He at least does something that resembles what a show is. But, I mean, the same can't be said for the other three I just mentioned. Steel Toe, Bob Levy, Joey C, Julie, and the rest. It's like, I mean, it really is just pathetic, man. It really is. They're not even doing shows. I mean, they're literally just on air, just clogging up the fucking YouTube servers, begging for cash. It really is bizarre. And I think we've gotten just like numb to it. You know, we've made fun of Steel Toe so much about this to where people just get desensitized to it. And it's like when you see a internet homeless man, you just kind of don't even think twice. You're just like, oh, this is what the internet's about. You know, people just beg. It's a bizarre foreign concept to me, and my head fucking literally explodes every single fucking time. So that's how I feel after I get done watching some of these shows. But, you know, I try to show people just to kind of give them a frame of reference of what it is that I'm watching. And, you know, even these few people that I've shown, they are practically on the edge of fucking killing themselves after watching like 20 minutes of, you know, insert show here. So it's all insane, man. It's all bizarre shit. P. Diddy, I mean, you know, we covered this 2-3 weeks ago. Meek Mill is, you know, on the down low. Well, now P. Diddy was raided this past week, which is amazing. I mean, to be raided by the fucking, the feds, I mean, you really got to be up to something fucked up, man. You really got to be up to something fucked up. I want to show you guys, like, 2 things from this Diddy thing that's been kind of floating around, and it has to involve with P. Diddy and Meek Mill. So we have a bunch of stuff to get into today. If we have time, we're going to do this WATP Live. We're going to be following up on the WATP Live event. They put out some live footage. We're going to watch. We're going to see what it was about. And Mersh actually was on Sunday night to recap his time. We have a couple clips from that if we have time here at the end of the show. This might be a shorter show. Usually I like to do 4.5, 5 hours, but given the time start today, we might only do 3. We might do 2. So you never know here. But yeah, welcome in. We have a lot to, really a lot to get over, or go over rather, and a lot to catch up on. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Shout out to Waver for the 99 cents. Thank you, Waver. We do appreciate that over here. Yeah, without further ado, let's just get into some stuff. There's so much stuff we have to get into. Let me just set some things up here. Bob Shuli's balls. Fuck Bob, says Billy. Isaac Walmart says they won't understand. Dr. Chow, isn't Dr. Chow doing a show? How is he simultaneously doing a show and then chatting in this chat here? Rat DeVito has developed to e-begging. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. See, he doesn't really, like Melton does this too. I'm comparing Melton and Rat DeVito here, Mr. Mean and Vicious himself.
Mean, vicious, and it's going to be mean, vicious, and funny.
But, like, you know, they don't actually outright come out and say, I don't know if Ray might have before. I don't think he ever has, though. They don't actually come out and say, hey, I need cash, you know, like Steel Toe does. Steel Toe is shameless about it. But it's like, I could at least, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I can at least respect Steel Toe where it's like, hey, doesn't make it right. By the way, let me just make this clear. It doesn't make what they do right. Just because you're shameless enough to be like, I'm broke, poor, and I'm desperate. Help me, please. Just because you say that doesn't make it right. Where Melton and Ray, they don't actually say it, but they do things that imply, you know, super chats and all that good shit. We'll take a look at that later. We have no Ray coverage today, though, unfortunately. I've unplugged myself from Ray. Sometimes it's just like too much Ray will drive one insane. So rest assured, like, check with your doctor before you just start watching Ray every night, because you could also start to go insane. Diddy had a grown adult male scrubbing his floors on his hands and knees like Cinderella, butt naked. I mean, look, it's bizarre, man. It really is, Mutic Growl. You know, and a lot of people, they don't want to believe it. And we'll get into this first, actually. A lot of people, they don't want to believe it. Now, I was telling a story when we covered this Meek Mill thing like 2 or 3 weeks ago, when this started to kind of, you started to see where this was going to go. And I remember, like, I was telling the story about how I went into the barber shop and was getting my hair cut and letting, you know, my barber, don't dox him, his name's fucking Jamal the barber. You know, how they're like very involved now in the conspiracies. But when I brought this conspiracy, quote unquote conspiracy theory up at the time, 2.5 weeks ago now at this point, they didn't want to believe it because P. Diddy and Meek Mill, or P. Diddy specifically, really, P. Diddy is, I mean, he means a lot. He has a lot of influence in the Newport community. Just what it is, you know? He's been around since Biggie in the early 2000s and, you know, just everywhere. And a lot of people, you know, a lot of boomers, unfortunately, have grown up with Diddy. And, you know, the truth hurts sometimes when it comes out. And when this came out, I'm sure they're still in the denial phase. So just be cautious, you know, and be aware of what and how it is you're saying things, to who it is you're saying it to. Because some people might not like it. You know what I mean? You might fucking start a fight over this shit. But yeah, P. Diddy is, you know, practically Jeffrey Epstein, you know? So, I mean, if you guys haven't seen it by now, we'll just go over this quickly. I just wanted to play one thing that to me was fucking insane. And this is in many ways just a follow-up. But if you haven't seen it by now, this broke on Monday. We'll read it here. Breaking Homeland Security are raiding rapper Sean Diddy Combs' home in L.A. and Miami. In a federal sex trafficking probe. Currently, Homeland Security, along with federal agents and other law enforcement, and by the way, this is courtesy of Raw's Alerts. And other law enforcement are concluding raids at the home of Sean Diddy Combs in L.A., California, Miami, Florida. These raids are part of federal sex trafficking investigation. And that's one thing. When you get raided, it's like you don't want to, that doesn't want to be, you know, that title, you don't want that to be in the warrant. Federal sex trafficking investigation. That's, I mean, if you get caught and then they raid you and you get locked up. Now, see, the thing with Diddy is he fled. He fled the fucking country. He's rich. He has enough money to, you know, bleed it out, essentially, or wait it out, I guess, would be the better term there. So he could do whatever the fuck it is he wants to, but to the average schmuck who, now, I don't know why the average schmuck would federally sex traffic people, but, I mean, you never know. But yeah, my point is, you never want those words to be in your warrant, all right? So think twice before you start sex trafficking people. These raids are part of a federal sex trafficking investigation. Reports indicate that multiple arrests have been made, with some individuals being detained by heavily armed law enforcement personnel. Combs, known as a rapper, producer, and entertainment mogul, with 3 Grammy Awards, has an estimated net worth close to $1 billion. This is still developing. So you saw the video here. We'll play it real quick. Just kind of recap. We'll just breeze right over this. This was the raid. So pretty serious shit, man, obviously. For audio listeners, we're watching law enforcement at Diddy's, I think this was his LA home, arresting people, bringing them outside in cuffs. I think that these were just some of his, I guess, family and workers or whatever. So anyway, I mean, we've, you know, people have pretty much already seen this. We already know what happened. Diddy's house got raided. So I just wanted to start with that to show you guys this. So we covered this Meek Mill thing, and I thought this was fucking insane, to be quite honest with you. So this was Meek Mill. This clip has been floating around on Twitter, and this just goes to the amount of power all these motherfuckers have. Now, mind you, Meek Mill, again, why did I even begin to cover this? Well, Meek Mill was a local guy, a Philly guy. and a person I grew up listening to. Well, not grew up, but within the last 15 years would listen to frequently, man. I was a Meek Mill guy. Yeah, imagine even saying that now. Can't believe I was a Meek Mill guy. Just gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies anymore. But, I mean, yeah, it's true. I was a Meek Mill guy, listening to Dream Chasers and Rick Ross and all the gangsters, smoking weed and playing with my gun. And it was a hell of a fucking, it was a real hoot, as April M. Holt would say.
Going to be a real hoot.
So Meek Mill, very compromised sort of guy. They say, you know, sometimes you got to sell your soul for rock and roll, sell your soul to the devil. And this is what happens when you sell that soul. I don't know who just subbed. Someone just subscribed to the channel. We appreciate that. I can't see it on my end as of right now. But this was Meek Mill jumping around like a bunny for, I guess, his white slave owner, Michael Rubin. Is that even okay to say? Okay, we're going to say it anyway. This is what money, power, and influence will... this is what people will do for money, power, and influence. This is Meek Mill jumping around. Remember, Meek Mill is a hood gangster, or was anyway. Hood gangster. This is what Meek Mill was doing on his spare time when he thought the cameras may have been off. Let's check it out.
Why are you doing bunny hops, Meek? Because you got your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud. That's the wrong time. Count out loud. 30.
So now they're going to, you know, there's someone recording this video. For audio listeners, this is Meek Mill. We're watching Meek Mill, the Philly gangster rapper. Fuck bitches, get money. That Meek Mill. Fuck Nicki Minaj and all these chicks. This is Meek Mill jumping up and down like a bunny rabbit. Like Bugs Bunny. And it's bizarre. So you hear the person who's recording this go, you know, Meek, you're jumping around for tennis. You lost in tennis. Sure, that all sounds, I mean, that sounds good for the video, but, I mean, Michael Rubin, you know, there's just something more to, you know, it's just a tennis game. You know what I mean? No, this is humiliating, dog. Like, even if that was the bet, I'd be like, hey, man, you know, I know I said if I lost, you know, I jump up and down like a fucking jackass, like a bunny. But I'm not going to do that. I'll do anything else, but I'm not going to humiliate myself. But again, you know, you have to do what your slave owner wants you to do.
Huh?
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42.
Keep going. Keep going.
7, 8, 9, 1, 2.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't cheat on your bunny hops. They suck. Your bunny hops suck.
Wow. So imagine just even, I mean, this is like Gino Bisconti level of insanity. Like, you know, and there's a few people that will stoop to this level, Gino being one of them, and obviously Meek fucking Mill. So, all right, this is the clip I really wanted to play, though. So this audio broke, and then we'll move on from the Meek Diddy stuff, but I just wanted to touch on this. No Diddy. You know, that's a new term people are saying now. No, instead of no homo, people are saying no Diddy. Oh, my God! Which is very fitting, by the way. I will make that claim. That is just, you know, it's a perfect transition. I mean, the nicknames they got for him, the Diddler, and they dressed Diddy up as the Riddler from Batman, and now they're calling him the Diddler. No Diddy. I mean, it is really, the internet is undefeated. So it's like, you know, when this shit happens, it's amazing to see what happens and how the internet responds. And the internet will win 10 times out of 10 every single fucking time. This clip came out on Twitter, and when I read the caption, I thought it was a complete and utter joke. Then I listened to it, and my jaw hit the fucking floor. So we know what the speculations were, right? Meek was on the down low. He was, you know, on his knees, sucking Diddy's dick, taking it up the fucking... Well, I don't want to go there, but you guys know where that sentence was going to go. But we actually hear audio from this. And I'm just going to play like 10 seconds because I don't want to gross anybody out, but it's pretty fucked, man. It's pretty fucked because it sounds like Meek. It does sound like Meek. And who knows? It could be a complete spoof, but I choose to believe it's not. But check this out. This is Meek Mill. I'm not even going to show you. Oh, yeah, there's nothing bad here, so we could show this on the tube here. So this is Meek Mill. Oh my God, dude. So that's me getting completely just railed from P. Diddy. I mean, how fucking embarrassing to have this out on Twitter. It's one thing for people to speculate. It's a whole nother ballgame when it's out there in the public on Twitter. Yeah, and Elon Musk ain't taking it down. This is the free speech platform. So there's no chance of this being taken down. Listen to this. Just going to play like 10 seconds of this. This is really fucking... I'm like, all right, I have to really denounce Meek Mill and just burn all of my digital copies of Dreams and Nightmares and Dream Chasers. I mean, I can no longer support this. It's pretty bizarre. All right. So you get the point. Meek and P. Diddy leaked audio. I mean, holy fucking shit. I mean, I'm really like speechless. I really am fucking speechless. Meek fucking Mill. Fag Boy Records. I mean, it's really ridiculous. Tupac was from a time when homosexuals hid their deviancy from the world. Holy fuck. They gay. Dude, it's beyond gay. Like, Patrick Melton is gay. Gino Bisconti is gay. It takes gay to a whole new level, man. And that's no level I ever want to find out. You know, back in the day, coming up as a musician, you know, obviously you want the fame and the fortune, but growing up in the early 2000s, I mean, you see people on TV and the glamorous lifestyle and the record deal and the tours and the this and the that, and it looks fucking fantastic, man. And then you get older, at least I did, and the internet is what it is today, and then you realize what needs to be done. Now, is everyone in the music business compromised like this? Probably not. But there's a good chunk of people that have to do this sort of shit to, establish and maintain money, power, influence. So now they're making the connection that Jay-Z is heavily involved. Now, it's just like every rapper, really, it's like every rapper that we've ever grown up listening to is probably going to be outed as a fucking sexual deviant and a sex trafficking person. So it's like, fuck, man. I don't know. Like, at one point, it's like, holy shit, this is crazy. Look at this. Like, fuck them, right? I mean, first of all, I do need to make that clear. Anyone who's doing underage bullshit or trafficking anything, it's like you deserve to be, tortured, in my opinion. But it's just like, it's just bizarre. It really is bizarre. Jay-Z, who's next? Who's next? And who would have thought Cat Williams and Kanye would seem sane? They seem like the sane ones in this situation. Meek Mill, Jay-Z, P. Diddy, Beyonce, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled. It's just so many of these motherfuckers are probably going to go down this year. Probably that's what's going to happen. I mean, we're here for it. We're just going to pour up another drink and enjoy the fucking ride. That's all you really can do, right? If the world does end and people just start to go down and everything starts to what else is there to do? I mean, you're going to go out. I mean, you can go out guns a-blazing, I guess. But, fuck, I'll be here doing a podcast drinking. That's really what it comes down to, man. Welcome into the show. I know that's an insane way to even open a show. I know we like to do steal a tone, keep things light. But it's just, again, it's insane. We covered this like 2 weeks ago. And for this to happen so quickly, it's just... it really left me shocked. And again, the latest update is P. Diddy he's fled the country. Who knows where the fuck P. Diddy is? Awful people are saying they are all moes. I mean, just butts of, yeah, Mr. Z's got it right. Butts a-blazing. Cheers, everyone. Here's to a great show. Dream chasers, right? So how do we even recover? How do we even oh, I have something. I have something pretty good here. We're gonna move on from there. I mean, if anything else comes out, I'll follow up on it, and I mean, it will be interesting. It will be interesting to see what happens from that whole thing. But I want to keep it. I want to move to more of a lighter mood here, lighter topics. Can we do topics tonight, guys? It is 8:14, actually. Before we do anything, let's go over to Steel Toe Live. I haven't done this in a while. Let's do Steel Toe Live. April was supposed to be coming back on the show. And let's see if she looks fucked up tonight. Or does she look like she's dope sick? I mean, let's check it out. This is Steel Toe Live. I just want to play like the first 2 minutes and we'll move on.
Smoked the shit out of that kid on her.
She looks all right tonight, I will say. Not in like a sexual way either, but she doesn't look... She don't look like how she's been looking. And we're going to be showing you guys that here in just a second.
Here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. April's back.
Hello.
All of you. I want to hear from all of you who called her a part-timer and a freeloader this morning. I want to see you come back, huh?
Sorry.
Boss is going to have to put his foot down.
I thought Boss was putting his foot down this morning.
April. Yeah, see, it's kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't, because... If I put my foot down and
so
say...
you hear her already. This is the intro. This is... Well, this happened maybe 10 minutes ago, but you hear her... You got to listen close. Again, the claim is she's been sick for 5 weeks. My claim is that she's been getting high on something. Perks, possibly. Vicodin, maybe. But you hear her right off the rip doing one of these. Sniffs. You know what I mean? It's like, you've been doing this for 4 years. Have some microphone discipline. Like, if you're going to sniff, why do you need to do it into the mic? You know what I'm saying? So, again, that just leads me to believe that she's possibly on something and she's not paying attention. She doesn't care. She has no awareness. And so people, when they get high, they have no awareness. Allegedly.
Yeah, see, it's kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't, because... If I put my foot down and say, listen, bitch, get those fucking prizes done or I'll kick the shit out of you. As a boss, not as a husband. That would be terrible.
Christ.
If I said that as a husband, I'd be Steven Crowder. But as a boss, if I say that, it just makes me...
there she goes again, sniffling again.
But I'd be Steven Crowder. But as a boss, if I say that, it just makes...
And her nose is as red as her fucking shirt.
Makes me, well...
Yes?
Steven
Crowder.
Crowder, but as a boss. So I decided that she had to, now I say that, and then people go, oh, well, she's not on the air.
So, okay, we've been watching, they've been on air for maybe a minute, and she's already 4 sniffles in. Okay, I don't know any person who's not getting high and sniffling.
For a little freeloader.
I see.
But now if I say, if she's on the show... And then they go, well, where are the fucking prizes then from the last 2 months?
Jesus fucking Christ. I've tried to explain a couple times. It's all my fault. Look, I was really caught up on everything before I got sick. I was sick for a whole month, and then everything got fucked. I got behind. I didn't want to do it. I didn't feel good. Didn't have envelopes. Didn't have stamps. I sound like Gino Bisconti
just
now.
Unprepared.
I don't know where to get stamps.
She was
I don't know where to get stamps. I mean, these people, you would think that they're fucking like 12 years old. I mean, go to the post office, Amazon. There's a crazy fucking website out there, Amazon. You can go on it and practically get everything. Just ask Joey C. He gets his entire wardrobe from Amazon. I don't know where to get stamps. I mean, welcome to the real world, April. Gino, too. And Gino's 50. Like, April, like, at least, she's younger, so it's like, okay, maybe I can understand you've never had to do such a thing as, sending mail out. But, Gino, you have no excuse. You're, like, practically almost dead. And you still don't know where to get stamps?
Mr. Bisconti.
She was unprepared as all hell, and it just went to bite her in the ass. And in fairness, to show I'm not the world's worst guy, I always say to April during, like, prize and shipping time, I always say, hey,
let's just hear him out.
Let me do it. And she says, no, I'll do it. I got it.
If you want these people to message you and you do it, I mean,
I thought maybe
By
you
all
would just
means,
forward me their messages. And
Hell no. Do you know how many there are?
then I would probably a lot.
No.
You have like
I will not.
4 or 5 new VIPs that you gotta. Oh no, that's an order thing.
Yeah, you
That's
didn't tell me
different
to
than the
order
shipping
yet.
prizes. I would order that next week.
All right.
All those new VIPs and stuff, because there's probably about a handful of them.
This sounds
Which
cool.
is very cool. Thank you guys very
Yes.
much for supporting this show as much as you do. Remember, if you became a VIP in the last month, you have to get in touch with April so we know where to send your stuff.
Thank you.
That's and you need to send your sizes so we know what sizes of shirts.
So mind you, again, the claim is that she's sick, that she's been sick for 6 weeks. It's this unknown fucking sickness that's just wiping her out and wiping out the Imholtz. Again, the signs I'm looking for here is her ability to pay attention, her ability to stay on topic, whether or not her eyes are getting heavy and she's nodding out. The nose is a key factor. Now, if you are sick, I will say this, your nose does get red if you're constantly blowing your nose, but also, too, if you're sniffing a lot of things, your nose would get pretty fucking red. Her nose is, practically like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Jesus fucking Christ. But it seems normal today. I'm going to keep this up in the background. I'm going to show you what I got for you guys here. And we'll keep this up playing, and if anything happens, we'll keep you guys posted. Or maybe we might come back to this later on and watch it. I'm not sure. Another keynote, though, is Aaron is wearing the same shirt as he was on the morning show. It's like fucking, these guys really fucking make me fucking sick. I want to switch gears. We'll go right back to Steel Toe here in just a second, but I want to switch gears. So there's something I did on St. Paddy's Day, and we did the whole burial bit with Joe Matarese show, which Joe Matarese still has yet to do another YouTube fucking live stream, which is remarkable. Like, we really sent him off into the other side. And Pat Dixon. We put those shows to sleep. We buried those shows, and we forgot about those shows. Well, 2024 seems to be the year of the dying podcast. And we have 2 more shows that I'm going to show you here today that are pretty much closing up shop. And it goes to a larger picture here in Compound Media. The 2 shows we're going to be showing you here tonight is the Don Jamieson Show. Now, most people will be like, well, the Don Who Show? Don Jamieson Show is a, once a week show on Compound Media. And the Don Jamieson Show will be no more after their last episode, which I think aired yesterday. And then one of the Compound Media's staple shows, the morning show with Bill Schultz and Joanne, will also be closing their doors. So we're going to get a little update from here, and it just goes to the bigger picture. Like I said, Compound Media. Compound Media, really, when you really break down what Compound Media is now, it's in hot water, which is in studio, the Anthony Cumia Show, which he does now from his house in South Carolina, and the once a week wet spot with Chrissy Mayer. But Chrissy Mayer is getting ready to have a baby, so she's going to be getting ready to be taking maternity leave in about any day now. She's getting ready to burst. So she's going to need about a month or 2 off. So, it's just really 2 shows now on Compound Media. And it seems to me like Anthony has wisened up and is getting ready to trim some of the fat. Not getting ready to. He's already started to trim some of the fat here. Let's watch. We're going to get an update here from Bill Schultz and Don Jamieson himself about them being... Oh, there's Jim Stansel. Jim Stansel looks taller on camera, I guess, than he does in real life. The rumor has it Jim Stansel is only 5'5". Does anyone know if this is true? 5'5"? You guys see The Hobbit, the movie The Hobbit? The Hobbit was actually taller. It was 5'6". If Jim Stansel is smaller than The Hobbit, then there's a fucking issue there. But it's not about Jim Stansel. It's about Schultz. It's about Jameson. Bisconti's on the show. Let's check it out. Let's see what is going on with Compound Media. Will Compound survive the next year? Judging by this, I don't fucking think so. Let's check it out.
Twice.
And twice for yes.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just rude because he's going to a bar.
But it doesn't work on gay guys. So.
What's it?
Oh, wow.
Oh, baby.
Come on. What goes?
We'll see you at the
there's an after show.
The after show at Sullivan's. Christian, I wish you could join us there.
Yeah.
But we could
happy to be
FaceTime
there.
you from there.
Yes, please do.
Well, and again, Christian, Don and I are looking for gigs. So if you're producing new podcasts,
yes.
So Bill pipes up out of nowhere and goes, Christian, hey, me and Don, so this is the guy Christian, I think he has an in with WATP Carl. Again, these guys, they've been doing radio for so fucking long, and they just can't seem to muster up more than $72 and buy something better than a Blue Yeti mic. People, males especially, guys especially, shouldn't be owning Blue Yeti mics. Blue Yeti mics are like a beginner's microphone, a hot tub streamer, ladies, you know what I mean? Like an e-girl's microphone. Like, it's very shitty quality. It captures the entire room. You can't really dial anything in. Although, be it better than microphones like Kevin Brennan's or Bob Levy's even, it's just like, it's so tacky to have a Blue Yeti microphone and to come on a show and to persist to try to act like you're a guy. I mean, again, it just screams like you're fucking poor and you're hurting for cash. Searching a used Blue Yeti microphone, you could probably get one for about 40, 50, maybe $60 after shipping. So the fact that these are still being used really grinds my fucking gears. $150, which isn't much. It's like a half a day's worth of work. You could buy yourself, anything else. You know what I mean? A Shure MV7 would be better than this. It's pretty remarkable stuff here. Let's check it out. So you hear Bill Schultz pipe in there. And he goes, Christian, me and Don, if you know anybody who's, hiring for shows, me and Don need some work. So Bill does the morning show. Don does That Jameson show, both going out of business. As per Bill Schultz here, he's going to continue to let us know what's happening here. Let's check this out.
People with weird hair.
Sure.
Yeah, that's my specialty.
This is why I actually had you on, because I have to get people here at Compound work.
Oh, that's how we do it, yeah.
And even though
he looked straight at me,
and
Gino's fine.
And now, even though Gino thinks he's going to be here tomorrow,
life-wise, I don't
hold my breath, but yeah, a lot of things could happen.
You never know when things are going to end.
Who knows?
But I will say this. Let me just say thank you very much to Anthony Cumia.
Love that guy.
And Drew and Garrett.
Hey, we get it, Gino. You hear Gino in the background. I love that guy. Why don't you suck his dick, Gino? This weird obsession you have for Anthony Cumia, who, by the way, is practically no better than Sean Puffy Combs. They're practically the same guy. This weird, I know he's given you everything you've ever owned and everything you've ever had, and he pays you, 72 cents a day. But it's like just a weird, it's almost starting to become like a weird, over-the-top obsession with this guy. He's not that good. You know what I mean? It's not like he's paying you thousands of dollars. He's literally paying you like $100, maybe $150 a show. That's... To love somebody for $150 a day, that's pretty pathetic, no? Imagine people like McDonald's, like loving their boss because you got paid $130. You'd be like, what the fuck? I don't love you. I actually hate you. I need a raise, damn it. Gino, anyone who's willing to fucking give him an opportunity, he's willing to get on his knees and do a Meek Mill, if you guys catch my drift.
And Steve and Bobby. And all my fellow hosts, and
I second that,
and comedians, and the talented people that work here, and Bill, it's been an amazing.
I'm a journalist,
experience.
Sir.
You are a journalist.
So that was actually a funny joke by That Jameson. I will give credit where credit is due. So Jameson's going around, and thank you for this one, thank you for all the talented people who work here, and Bill saying Bill's not talented. That's pretty funny, huh? It's really the only funny thing I've ever heard from Compound Media, and it's a shame because it comes from this guy's last show. That's pretty fucked.
Now I'm not worried about us. I'm worried about Joanne.
You're worried about me.
Nosachinsky Goodhart.
Yeah, but what's weirder, Nosachinsky or her now married name Goodhart? I think Goodhart's even weirder.
Why
It
is
sounds
that?
like a character in a Lifetime movie.
Yes.
No Sachinsky is at least I like the weirdness of
She could be on When Calls the Heart.
That's a Hallmark.
Don't ask me how I know that.
By the way,
I've got to know.
And I'm the gay.
Exactly. Touche. Well played.
Yeah, no, we're also
Because her husband's an
Taking off,
actor, and that's
Yes.
not an easy business, you know.
yeah, not lucrative. It would be like say Keanu marrying Gino. Money wise.
She's doing that.
That would
That's,
be-
wait,
Yeah.
that's is
No,
that bad?
yeah, for
I
now.
feel like you're talking her out of it.
Okay,
I
this is nonsensical riffing. Don't mind any of this. Keep watching, though.
think that's bad. Wait, what happened? What?
Yeah. Well,
I like the inner dialogue.
we'll see what happens.
But yes, it is. We are unfortunately departing with you, and I love you, brother. And
Wow.
It was. I agree with everything you said. I can't believe we lasted as long as we
I
did.
thought it would be, Christian, I
Wow.
thought it would.
So there you have it. Bill Schultz, we are departing with you. So, I mean, really, that's like half a compound shows in one show gone. Again, what do you got left? The Cumia show and In Hot Water and maybe Chrissy's show if she decides to. What's the sense of having a studio, a high-rise studio in New York City for 2 shows? Makes no sense to me. I mean, it seems like a lot of overhead for 2 shows. Who's going to continue support? I mean, not that people watched Bill Schultz anyway. I mean, I have a compound subscription. I barely even watch Cumia's show. I'm definitely not watching Bill Schultz's show. Occasionally I'll watch In Hot Water, but that's because, I find Gino to be completely hack and disgusting and cringe and pathetic. Sometimes I need to find out what he's saying. So, yeah, I mean, there you have it. Bill Schultz and the Don Jameson show or the Jameson show. They're done. Effectively, I guess this was Jameson's last show. I don't know. Bill doesn't actually say when his last show will be, but it appears to be. It is coming up.
I thought it'd be a summer job, a fun summer job.
Yeah,
Come on here, talk some rock and roll, make some off-color remarks that I don't have to worry about, and then it turned into something, which is amazing. So
It's a great show. We can't argue against consolidating, which I guess that's what's happening. I suppose.
well, we're having a consolidation here.
Yeah.
No. It's not a consolidation show. I mean, I love the cope, by the way.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, he's coping.
I mean, it's not consolidation. He's letting you go. Consolidation would be like working less in this case. He's completely letting you go. You're done. It's like Trump in The Apprentice. You're fired.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you're getting consolidated. It's really more of a liquidation, though, isn't
Yes.
it?
yeah, well,
Yes.
here.
Thank you, Blue Yeti guy. Christian, whatever the fuck. Christian Yelich? Is that his name? Blue Yeti Mike guy speaks sense to Bill Schultz and Jameson here.
It's like Crazy
I hate when you
Eddie,
get that fucking literal. That just hurts, but truth does. So,
Yes, truth hurts. You hear that, Jamal, my barber? The truth hurts. P. Diddley is a diddly diddler, diddly diddler. I mean, the truth hurts. I mean, this might be the best show that these guys have ever done. This guy's telling jokes. Bill Schultz is getting real. Good stuff here, fellas.
And thank you to everyone.
Sucks it had to be on the last fucking day you're working, but
But who's
nevertheless,
contributed to the show.
let's see how they get out of it.
I did.
Roy Harder.
I love Roy Harder.
Oh, Roy's the best.
Roy, who used to do a show on
All
here.
right, so I think that's really all you need to see there. Bill Schultz and that Jameson show, the morning show and the Jameson show, effectively done. Again, the 2024, the year of the podcasting funeral, podcasting departure, podcasting. I mean, I don't even know what you would call it, but I mean, podcast in 2024 can't quit, or not quit, but stop or cease to exist fast enough. Pretty remarkable stuff. So I'll be curious to see if Bill Schultz finishes out the week, and then I guess he's done next week. I don't know how that's going to play out, but we'll keep an eye on it. We will keep an eye on it. So Aaron M. Holt, this all ties back into Steel Toe because he is a fucking clown after all. Aaron M. Holt gets word that, hey, Morning with Bill Schultz is that time slot's going to be opening up on Compound Media. And I think a chatter today put in his chat and let him know. And Aaron starts going off on this idea that he could possibly get that gig. And the delusions and the fantasy world that this man lives in, Aaron Emholt, that is remarkable stuff. I've never really seen anything like it. Listen to Aaron here. We're going to show you. This is Aaron from this morning. Now, this episode can only be found on Rumble because he's a fucking idiot. And this is the second time this week that his episodes have been blocked. Now, my episodes get blocked for playing music in the pre-show at times, but it's a very simple solution. You edit out the music, and then it just re-uploads, and then your episode is available to everyone. Aaron doesn't know how to do technology. He's a fucking, he might not technically be a boomer, but he's actually an undercover fucking boomer. He don't know how to do any of that, so his episode on YouTube from today just is blocked, and he thinks, hey, there's nothing I could do, so fuck it. So this episode can only be found on Rumble, and Aaron's going to be responding to a chat here about the morning show, about possibly taking that show, and he's going to be throwing out numbers and, essentially writing up his own contract here live on stream. This was insane. I was watching this morning. I was walking my dog Butters, and I'm like, I was yelling at my phone. I see, there comes a point in time, that's why I had to unplug from Ray, because I find myself quite often yelling at whatever device I'm watching these guys on. And maybe, again, that's a me thing. Maybe, like, I need to really dial it back at times. But, when you watch this clip, when you listen to these fantasies that he comes up with, as if, again, Cumia just let these guys go. If he could have kept Bill Schultz and Jameson on, I venture to guess Cumia would have kept supporting them. He can't. It's a money pit. It's a money pit, and Compound isn't what it was 5 years ago. I'd venture to guess there's probably under 1,000 or less subscribers on Compound. That ain't that much money to be paying all these people to do, 4 shows a week in Bill Schultz's case, and then Joanne, the co-host, and then Jameson show, and then 21 Guns they had for a little bit. Gino Bisconti and Gavin McKinnis. You don't have that much money to be paying all these motherfuckers anymore. And after his surgery, I think Cumia has really come to his senses, and we're watching the collapse in real time of Compound. But Aaron Emholt is going to try to slide in at that 12 o'clock time slot. Let's check this out.
100%. Femi Lemmy says, I saw Bill Schultz and Joanne's morning show at Compound are ending soon. Have you shown interest? I would listen. If Eric wanted to talk, yeah, for sure. What time do Joanne and Bill start? Don't they start at like 10 or 11 my time? I would consider doing this show and then doing the morning show on Compound if they wanted to talk money.
So if you want to talk about, he's really saying he would do his show, which is 4.5 hours, sometimes 5 hours, and then go right over and do the morning show, which is an hour and a half at times. So you would do like 6 hours worth of broadcasting. You would burn yourself out, man. That's part of your problem now. That's why he's so stressed out now, because you're experiencing some of this is burnout. Again, you're doing 9 shows a week. A lot of these guys are doing 2 shows a day, 15 shows a week. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much content you have. You will start to burn yourself out. And then your content and your overall product will take a hit from that. So, again, the delusions and fantasies that this motherfucker lives in is insane, man. It's insane.
Instead of doing a morning show and an evening show, do this morning show and then do a morning show on Compound. Fuck yeah, I would do that. If they would...
Listen to his offer. Listen to his offer.
Should I throw out a number?
So he's going to throw out a number. Again, he hasn't even been offered the job. Bill Schultz literally just got fired like 12 hours before this. Aaron's going to just speak out into the ether as if anyone's even listening to begin with besides me and probably Melton. He's going to throw out numbers as if he's negotiating here. How insane.
Throw out a number to do it. If they took care of what we made on the evening shows and then, a little something, for the effort, that would be fucking great.
So their evening show goal, let me see what it is right now. If we can't get a better idea of what he wants, what his idea of what fair would be. So as it sits right now, they are $215 whole away from their goal. you see it. Now, I'd venture to get, I think their night goals are 250. I could be a little off on that, but I believe they are 250. So we'll say it's 250, and then he's saying what? If you match the night goal and then throw us a little bit more on top of that. So what's he want? $350 for 1 hour? I mean, that's a little insane. There's, contractors and fucking construction workers and engineers who don't make $350 an hour. I mean, you're not good at all, first of all, but you're not that good to be negotiating here. 350, 300, 200 even. I mean, Gino only makes like probably $75. So for you to come in here swinging your dick as if you're Mr. fucking Radio, I mean, is nuts.
To do like shows solid all the way through, just go like 6 to noon. Like 6 to 10 here, knock out the goal, go do the compound show for 2 hours or whatever it is. And then, fuck yeah. And then have my whole day open afternoon.
Listen to this. He's getting excited.
I mean, I talked to Eric about it. What would, let me see.
Like, so for people, audio listeners and people who can't see, he's actually going to his phone, he's opening up the calculator, and he's really starting to crunch numbers here. This is how desperate this motherfucker is now.
Let me put in a certain number here.
He's so desperate, he's gone to his phone to crunch numbers for an offer that hasn't even been offered yet. This was just from a chat. Again, Schultz, up until this point, was only fired or relieved from his duties for maybe 12 hours. So Aaron is now on his phone. He's on the calculator. He's carrying twos, adding decimal points, bringing the 1 over to the left, dividing that by square root of 47, and he's trying to figure out a perfect number that he would take for an offer. Again, that's not even real.
I didn't know Joanne and Bill were leaving. Is that true? They're going to be done with Compound? How do I do this? All right, so could we get 500 people to subscribe to Compound?
Could we get 500 people? Could we get 500 people to subscribe to Compound? He asks rhetorically. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah, for sure we could get 500 steel-toe people to subscribe to Compound. Are you out of your mind?
I mean, why am I not surprised that was the answer? But he asked this rhetorical question. Could we get 500 people to subscribe to Compound? If you were able to get 500 people to subscribe to Compound, first of all, you would save Compound Media and force Compound to not close its doors. But you know how many people, like if you could get 500 paying customers to go with you wherever you were, you know how many offers you would actually be getting from like real spots? I mean, there's a reason why you're doing YouTube streams and Twitter streams and Rumble streams. The radio ain't calling for you, dog. Compound ain't calling for you, man. 500, I don't know where this number came from, but, even if you were to go over, I'd venture to guess you would get less than 10 people to go to Compound Media and subscribe for $11.99 or whatever the fuck it is a month. I mean, again, the fantasy world that this guy lives in, it just paints a picture of like we're not living on the same plane of existence. He's living somewhere else. That's not in this reality. It's insane.
That's less than a tenth of our audience. We could fucking do that. Shit, yeah. To watch a steel toe show where we can do that's more. You understand? Compound is more uncensored than Rumble. That could be interesting.
What does that have to do with anything?
Interesting. Ooh, I like that idea. I want to talk about it. John Seaman Receptacle said.
Okay, so then he goes to another chat, and I think we have something else from this morning show here. And then I want to show you April from the past couple of days, and then I want to show you Rekieta. There's a lot of stuff I need to show you guys here, and we're going to try to breeze through this. I know I'm not doing a good job of that now, but here, let's check out. This was Aaron from this morning. I got to show you his headspace of where he's kind of been at the last couple of days. He's been very frustrated, very stressed out over his betrothed as Keanu would say. Oh, the fucking disgusting word, the betrothed. He's very stressed out over his wife, April. She's not fulfilling her obligations as partner, as wife, as manager of Steel Toe. And they're really letting the business go. And over the last 2.5 days, Aaron's been kind of spiraling out of control and throwing April under the bus. This was from this morning. Let's just watch like a minute of this and let's see. I gotta show you guys what his headspace has been like. Let's check it out.
Good morning and welcome to the Steel Toe Morning Show. Let's move this right there. Boom. Got it. Welcome to the program.
Now, this is an Aaron solo show. I don't understand why he doesn't do this either. So it's just going to be him the entire time of this show. And he has set up on the right-hand side of the desk an arm boom, which can only extend out maybe 1.5 feet. And on the other side, he's got a tabletop stand, which could be placed anywhere on the desk. So what you would do is here, if you were the only one doing a show, you know, you would do what makes sense from a visual standpoint, and you would begin to center yourself. You wouldn't sit far right onto the screen because you have this entire part of the screen just open. You just see toe show. This is the toe show. We could see this entire thing. Usually this would be filled up either by April or Johnny would be right there or Matt, fucking whatever the fuck his name is from Savage Tits podcast that he had on last night, the skinhead himself, the Nazi Confederate flag supporting guy, Matt. What's his name? Matt with the glasses. Kind of looks like a fatter, more fucking autistic version of Aaron. Usually they would be right there is my point. And they're not. So you just see this entire right side. And for me, my OCD, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, dude, just move over 6 inches. Bring the tabletop mic to your fucking center of your desk there. And, all will be well in the world. But no, he's just so fucking retarded. He can't figure anything out. But he wants to set $300 numbers and fake contracts up on screen on stream rather, in hopes that Compound Media will bring him on. So let's watch. I just want to let you guys listen to his frustrations. This was this morning. Rumble, their stream from this morning on YouTube got banned because of wrestling clips. I mean, imagine that.
It's an Aaron solo today. April made it back last night from splitting wood.
So first of all, I think this is a lie because listen to what he says and how he says it and his body language when he says it. So apparently the excuse that he's going with here is that April was splitting wood, like tree trunks, logs for fires. She's supposed to be sick or on opiates. One of the two. Though, if you're sick or on opiates, guess what you're doing? What you're not doing? Splitting wood. But apparently we're supposed to be led to believe that April was out all day, all fucking day, with an axe, a pair of overalls, a checkered plaid shirt, and a scully, just chopping fucking trees like Johnny Appleseed. I don't think that's the case, just because simply of Aaron's body language here. Like when he has to make up an excuse quickly in his head, and watch his body language when he says this.
Welcome to the program. It's an Aaron solo today. April made it back last night from splitting wood.
Hold on, I gotta get that better. Hold on.
It's an Aaron solo today. April made it back last night.
April made it back last night, and then he's like, takes a pause. He thinks he's touching the mic. That's usually a dead giveaway. When you got to touch that mic after a thought, you're trying to think of something else quickly. He moves his chair. He's looking off to the right, to the thinking part of your brain. From
splitting wood.
Splitting wood, he says. Splitting wood. What other fucking human being do you know who splits wood? Let alone somebody the size and physique of April Emholt.
At her parents' house, and two things happened. One, she needs to get the prize stuff done and sleep. So I'm going to have her sleep today. I'm going to have her get that prize stuff done. I'm putting the prize show off this week. I'm not doing another prize show after it took her this long to get this prize stuff from the last 2 months done with the sickness and all that. I'm going to give her a chance to catch up.
The sickness.
And I'm not going to have her do another prize night thing. It could take another month, 2 months. I'm not doing it. So I will draw VIP.
I mean, these motherfuckers are falling apart. They're all sick all the time. Her, Patrick Melton, and everyone else in between. Chad Zumach. They're all sick. They're all riddled with fucking Lou Gehrig's disease. I mean, it really is insane. It's like, what is going around that is so deadly? You know? Again, I don't actually think it's a sickness, though. That's the whole key to it. I think there's something else going on, which we're going to show you here in just a sec.
IP money today. I will draw member money today, and I will get those people their $100. We just won't do a $250, and we won't give away the Stonies and Midland stuff. We'll give it away throughout the month, I think is what we'll do. And we'll give April a chance to catch up on the prize stuff. Because I know she feels like shit about it. I know she feels fucking terrible about it, and it's one of those things where, like, as a husband, I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. But as an employer, I am like, no, it's a big deal, and you do have to get that. Like, you want to empathize with her, but at the same time, you know, there's sometimes people get in a mindset you don't want to get them out of that mindset.
And it's like, if she was sick for this song, wouldn't he be sick as well? I'm just throwing that out there.
Mindset. So, like, when people are of the mindset of, I fucked up, I'm way behind on this, I need to get it done, don't, like, reassure them that they're not fucking up. If they're fine with it and they're just acknowledging it, let them live in that. Let them understand that. And then you don't have to fucking yell at them or anything. You can just go, yeah, well, you know, you fucked up, and we're not going to fuck up like that again. And
it's as if he's talking to a child. You know? This is like how you would speak to your kid. You know, just admit what you did was wrong, and you won't be put in timeout. I mean, how ridiculous, man. So, April, you're viewed as a child of Aaron. To Aaron.
We're going to fix it. There you go. I always like that, like when I would play sports or, you know, at jobs or whatever, when you would say you fucked up, and it sounds like you're fishing for sympathy, but you're not. You just want to let people know, look, I know I fucked up. And I like it when you go, I fucked up, and people go, yeah, you did. Like, that's a good, like, to me, that's a good feeling.
Okay, so this was from this morning. He's wanting April to admit that she fucked up. So you have to understand, like, you know, there's a lot of, I guess, outside pressure on Aaron because things aren't the obligations of Steel Toe, which isn't much obligations, by the way, but things are falling apart. I mean, there's no website. The merch isn't going out. There's no prize night show. There's no gift cards going out. The VIP drawings aren't being done. All this has happened simultaneously. He's not meeting his goals. His fucking shows are being pulled off of YouTube. He's got all the trolls are back trolling him. I mean, it really is. I mean, the symbolism of the boot crushing the head here is remarkable. I'm just now noticing this. I've been covering Steel Toe now for like 14 months. And I've never actually noticed the boot behind Aaron's head actually looking like it's crushing his head. But this is what I guess, you know, the state of Steel Toe actually is these days. I mean, really falling the fuck apart. And we're watching it on many different levels. And we're going to watch here. I just want to play one more clip from yesterday's stream where he's freaking out on April. And I got to just set you guys up so you know his headspace and you know his frustrations. Because when you see April, it makes all the sense in the world. Then we're going to take a look at Nick Rekieta. And it's like, you know, I'm almost speculating that he's giving her his medication. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm willing to go with this shit. Let's check this out. This is Aaron from yesterday. Him and Johnny. Johnny I mean, really, one of the best broadcasters broadcasting has to offer, to be quite honest with you. Johnny, really, really, man. I mean, just has it down to a science, man. Check it out. Steel Toe, Johnny, Aaron, yesterday, 326. Come help dig me out is the title. Check it out.
And appreciate it. So, knockout today. The weather here has been a fucking nightmare. I drove last night. It was terrible.
Now, again, I've talked to people who are from the area of Minnesota and the state and whatnot. Again, the snow really did happen. There was a decent amount of snow that was dumped on Minnesota, but what he's failing to say here, what he's leaving out is that it rained. It proceeded to rain the next day, and a lot of that snow was melted away, and the roads were practically fine. So it just seems like a lot of nonsensical little fibs and lies that are happening and taking place to cover something bigger up.
It's not even like we got a break from the snow when I left. When April and I had left, the snow had stopped. Like we got a break from that. The fucking wind.
The wind, he says. Mind you, this guy has, I believe, a Suburban. He's got a SUV. I'd venture to guess with at least four-wheel, if not all-wheel, or both. And the wind is a factor. I mean, you know how many times it's been windy here in the last 3 months? You get in your car, it's not going to blow over. It's not a little fucking tin can. It's not like you're driving a little fucking Fiat. I mean, it's a Suburban, for Christ's sakes. But the wind, it's too bad to drive in the wind, he says. All right.
It's just, I mean, there's snow just stuck to the road. It's awful. It's terrible. I'm trying to keep up because we got snowed in. Like, I'm trying to knock out the whole driveway. I did a little last night. I did a little today. The plows keep coming through. Again, we missed by 150 last night. I'm just fucking stressed.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all right.
Johnny, I mean, really, Johnny offers nothing. I'm sorry, man. It's like, if you have nothing good to say, don't say it at all. I'm sorry, man. It's like, you're not sorry. You're not sorry. You big fucking, I really do hate making fun of disabled people. Especially Johnny. I think we should liberate Johnny. I don't think Johnny deserves to be attacked. I think we need to free Johnny and speak on Johnny's behalf because he's too afraid to speak for himself. Let's continue, though. Aaron, very frustrated, very stressed out, can't drive, can't operate, can't do anything. The merch ain't going out. I mean, it's really, really bad over in the land of Steel Toe here.
Got to make sure we can keep this thing going. I got to make sure we can be responsible. Like, I'm frustrated about a lot of shit. It's been taking forever to get these fucking prizes out, and it is bothering me a lot because that kind of shit turns people away. Like, loyal people away when you don't get that shit out. So I've been talking with April about that. I know she's had her struggles. I know she hasn't felt well.
And struggles. Okay.
No, she has mailers.
What are these struggles that she's having? Again, if you're sick, it's not struggles. It's just you don't feel well. And you're kind of like, it's okay. You know what I mean? I get it. You're sick. Lay down. If you need rest, take all the rest in the world. It's not struggles. It's an interesting phrasing he chooses to say there. He chooses to use her struggles and then not feeling well. Very interesting.
Her struggles. I know she hasn't felt well, and I know she has mailers on the way because we ran out of mailers. I cannot have a prize show. I don't think I can have a prize show tomorrow night. The reason being, I can't give out prizes to people and then have 7 or 8 people in the chat complaining that for 2 months they haven't gotten their fucking prizes.
Wow.
Right. I can't do that. It's not right. I can't draw people's names for some shit and have them roll their eyes and go, oh, yeah, I'm sure I'll get that. Yeah, that's on paper. Not that they're paying for them. Like, the shit we give away, like Stonies and all that, like, we just give it away to people. But, like, I'm frustrated, man. We haven't been paying enough attention to this show. It bothers.
Imagine, like, sitting like this, too, like, describing your frustrations. I mean, this motherfucker, I don't even think I could emulate this, even if I tried. Let's try to sit my leg up here. Ow. Fuck, that hurt. All right, so my leg is officially up. My hands are on my knees. Let's take it away. Let's see if Aaron's on to something here. with this new sitting style. I mean, we've seen him do this now for the last month. This cool guy, fucking my knees up. I'm going to tell you how it is. But I'm struggling financially and I can't pay my bills. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. I can't help myself. My wife's sick. She's sucking cock and blowing fucking perks. Whatever shall I do?
There's me a lot.
Oh, by the way, if you're a fan of this show, we're not doing prize shows anymore. Or at least for the next 24 hours. Because we can't maintain. You would think like this was a multifaceted, multi-level operation where there's so many moving parts. It's like all you have to focus on is topical show prep and showing up on screen, and then like on your spare time, you know, figure out a way to get your merch out. It's like you can't even do that. You can't even do that. This is beyond pathetic. This is really abysmal shit here. This is why we started making fun of this guy, you know, back in last January. I mean, the writing was all over the wall. But, you know, no one was saying anything at this point, so he was just going on as if everything was normal and fine. So he put a little pressure on this steel toe, and, you know, we see what true men are made of when under pressure. Aaron can't handle the pressure.
I want to knock everything out. I want to keep this thing going. I fucking love doing this show, man. And
wow.
And when it's good, it's great. And I just want to see, just
what?
Everything go well. I gotta,
By the way, this is such a ridiculous. Like my leg is starting to cramp up here. Yeah, this is just a ridiculous, posture to do a show. Why is it that you're doing this? I can't really understand. Like, does he think it really makes him look cool, or does it feel? I mean, I don't know, but this seems ridiculous. I feel gay by doing this. You know what I mean? It's just bizarre stuff, man. Let's finish this out, and then we're gonna move on to Rekieta and April. Nodding the fuck out. Oh, she nodding the fuck out.
It's when it's, how do I put this? When it's your wife, you can't really treat them like an employee.
So again, now he's saying the same thing in both streams here.
Mm-hmm. Like, if April was an employee, I might be a little tougher on her. I might go, get the fucking prize. Like, that shit's got to get done.
Mm-hmm.
But it's your wife, and you know what she's going through, and you know she hasn't felt well.
So again, this isn't him repeating him. Well, it is technically him repeating himself, but this was from two different streams, you see. So he's saying the same thing. You can see the frustration.
And everything else, you're like, all right, I'll give her a break. And then you do feel like an asshole on the days where you go, hey, could you get that done today?
This is how he's sitting.
Yeah, I get you. It's a difficult position because at the one hand, it's got to get done. It's what keeps everything on and going.
Shut
and at the same rate,
up. What do you have to offer, fucking scab nose? I mean, look at this. What are you doing? Does this guy pick his face? Is this guy on meth too? Are they all on drugs? I mean, oh my God. What is with the fucking scabs? This guy's going to try to comfort Steel Toe into thinking everything's all right. Keep watching.
She's your wife. You can't just be like, hey, man, this is fun. Like, you understand she's a person. She's got things going on, so you can't be mad about it. You can't flip out about it in the same rate.
You're literally just repeating back to Aaron what he just said. Again, what good is this doing anybody here?
You can't have it happen. It's a real catch-22.
I got to take care of my audience. It's always been number one. I have to take care of the people who pay the fucking bills.
Wow.
And the audience voluntarily pays the bills.
Well, it's not voluntarily. No. It's not voluntarily. You practically hold a virtual gun to their head and beg and plead and please God, I need money. Pay me. Do you want a half hour more show? Well, then you got to pay me. You got to meet this $350. It's not voluntarily. No, if it was voluntarily, you would just do the show and whatever money came in, came in. This isn't voluntarily whatsoever. I don't know what planet you think everyone else is. But see, the problem is like there's actually people in the Steel Toe bro group that actually believe this shit. Like, yeah, this is all. It's like you're being played, dog. Let's finish this out.
So, it's one of those deals.
All right, one of those deals, one of those days. Limp Bizkit break stuff. Let's go over. So you see Aaron's frustration. Aaron is now fed up. He's stressed. Whatever shall he do? I'm just going to check in on them really fast. Let's see what they're up to here tonight.
Changes saying they've been subjected to harassment and lost wages.
Okay.
And now protections are finally in place.
It's still kind of like surreal that this passed.
I mean, she's nodding already. So this is live here. This is Steel Toe live, and she's already began to nod here.
Okay. And now protections are finally in place.
It's still kind of like surreal that this passed. At any moment, I was still thinking that any portion could get vetoed.
Okay, so they like it. They don't. Okay, I'm sure if you work at the seedier strip clubs, you really like this. The classier ones, maybe you don't have to worry about this shit. In fact, some of them might have these rules in place already.
Well, I think that's what your friend Crunchy was trying to tell you. This that a lot of these places do offer.
Did I just make the argument that there's tiers to strip clubs? I think I just did.
Come
she don't look right, man. She don't look right. Something tells me that she's up to something nefarious. Let me see if I can't convince you further. This was so we're gonna show you April on their last Nick Rekieta stream, which I believe was Monday night, where she was just completely blitzed out of her mind. Before I do it, let me show you who this Nick Rekieta is. This guy, I mean, we might have a whole new guy here. I think Nick Rekieta has been pretty much covered by a lot of people thus far, but we haven't began to even scratch the surface with Nick Rekieta. Let's see what he's about. Let's see what his stream's about. Let's see if he's any good, if he's a good guy or not. Or is he fucked up? And is he distributing April drugs, possibly? Let's watch. This is Nick Rekieta. The episode title reads, Trump dates on multiple cases. Big Lee developed legal front. Musk and X get spanked. All right, let's check it out. Nick Rekieta, let's watch. We'll just watch the intro, and I have a few clips I want to play from this.
Fight, 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 fight.
Hypocrisy.
Paul Arnell says, so here it is. This is Nick Rekieta. So first off, I'll read here. Paul Arnell says that would be a good comparison. Look at April and late 2022 show to now. Yeah, I mean, that really, here, we'll go to it real quick. Steel Toe Morning Show. It's a totally different person, It's a totally different fucking person. But just really, over the last 6 months, you can make the comparison. Over the last 6 weeks, you could really begin to make the comparison. I mean, it's really, she's not in a good way, and something's up. And I'm here to tell you, look, I know I like to poke fun, and I like to, pick the low-hanging fruit, so to speak. But here, close up. Aaron, if you're struggling, get help. Get help, Call rehab. It's better than continuing to spiral out of control. What's next? What are you going to be doing next? It starts fun, and it starts like this. It's exciting, and you don't know what you're going to do next. And, you're taking Percocet now, but it always ends way worse than when it starts. Mark my words. So get help. Get help. Because I need to cover you, you see. I need to cover you forever. So if this ends poorly, then Steel Toe's done. And then there's my fun. Just get help. Seriously, we like to joke around, but if she's seriously fucked up, man, I'm not completely heartless. You know what I'm saying? Get fucking help, man. There's so much to live for. Life is so much better than ingesting opioids, you see. Or benzos. Or barbiturates. Whatever, is your twist. There's definitely a twist. She's definitely doing something. There's no way. I'm going to show you guys Monday night stream. I want to show you Rekieta first. But I'm going to show you Monday night stream. And when you watch Rekieta and then you watch her, something is fucking going on. and we're going to get to the bottom of it. All right, so here, I just want to go to maybe like 2 years ago, April. Paul R. I'm just going to call you Mr. Nelson. Is that cool? Can I just call you Mr. N? Mr. N. Here, we're scrolling back here on Steel Toe's timeline. Yeah, we'll just click on this one, see what this is about here. So this was April from November of 22. Wow, back when they had this old music. You guys remember this music? This is like fucking G Steel Toe days here. Wow. Wow. This is nostalgic for me. Wow. All right, we're not going to do the whole intro. You get the point. Let's just see April.
Buddy, am I this one? I'm this.
I mean, just look at her. Her face looks filled in. Her eyes are fucking glistening. They're sparkling. She looks normal. She looks healthy. She looks, most importantly, sober. She looks sober in this. You know, she looks like she has some weight to her. She's always been a relatively thin person, but she at least looks like she has some weight in the face. That's going to be key. Look at tonight's thumbnail. I mean, she looks like fucking Skeletor. She looks worse than this guy. I mean, this guy, again, screams the word junkie. I mean, you don't have a nose that big if you ain't putting nothing up it. I mean, just know that. You don't have a fucking nose this big if you ain't sticking anything up it, man. Allegedly, of course. Again, this is pure speculation, so you can't sue me. I mean, you could try, certainly, but that would only be if it's completely false. I mean, the only other option to prove us all wrong would be to take a drug test on air. I would fund it, and if I'm proven wrong, I would pay you $1,000. If you could prove to me, April, that you're completely sober on air by taking a drug test, I will pay you $1,000. But it's going to be like, I'm going to have to send you the drug test, or it's going to have to be up to my standards. You can't just buy some random drug test, and there's ways to fake these things. So if you want to make a quick $1,000 and prove me wrong and make me look like a complete fucking idiot, then by all means. But until that point, we're going to continue to speculate that you're doing a lot of fucking weird stuff here. Let's watch Rekieta. Let's just see who he is. Let's watch this intro. This is Nick Rekieta. Again, I think I've made this comparison before, but he looks like, you know, if he gives me comedy shaman vibes here. I don't know if that's a good thing yet or a bad thing, but this is who Rekieta is. Let's check it out.
To Law Explaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, small law firm.
We are all Shuli's cokeheads.
How we doing, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is it Monday?
It has to be a
God, it's only
CLIA certified lab. Yeah. Shout out, Shaman.
Like Thursday to me right now. I am exhausted. I made a mistake. I made a critical mistake.
So this is from Arachnophobia in our chat here. Arachnophobia says, not a lot going on in Minnesota, but to drink and do drugs. Okay. I mean, that's pretty much like the entire country, besides like a couple places. But so I'm not shocked by this statement. I'm not shocked if it were to be true. So this is why I'm saying these things. Stephen M says, Hawk Nose, Birdman. Jeff Closer said, oh, this guy stinks. Yeah. Yeah, Rekieta's bad. We're going to show you how bad he is tonight. Let's check it out. Nick Rekieta.
Got done with the day.
Let's take a drink. Colt
Got
C
the
says,
kids to go to bed. Actually, go out where they're all.
This is the guy that
why are you
is dicking down Ape, huh?
With no purpose to be upstairs.
Oh yeah.
It's past the time they're supposed to be getting in bed. So I'm like, guys, go to bed. Like,
talking about his kids.
Like, oh, we didn't realize. But of course, it's spring break time, and even though they're not in school, they still have a spring break because everything shuts down. So they don't have anything to do. They're like, well, we're just playing and stuff and tablets. Go to bed. It's not for you. It's for me. But then, so they go to bed and I lay down. I make this critical error. I lay down.
Listen to this guy. He's laying
So now
down.
I'm picking up. And we're going to hit this show. We're going to hit this show like a police wife.
Who just subbed?
We'll start with that energy right there. Right there. So we're going to hit the show. We've got a couple topics. Just really two main ones. Candace Owens was fired. That's not one of the topics. It just makes me smile. It makes me smile so much. Look, Candace Owens was going to be out of the Daily Wire pretty quickly because a brilliant me noticed something during the Crowder thing. I think I said this last week, but I'm going to say it again. A brilliant me noticed something during the Crowder thing where she's talking about his negotiations and how she was so much more professional than him.
So he goes off into like political jargon about Candace Owens, yada yada, fucking yada. Like we've already heard this 90,000 fucking different times. So let's go to 12:45. Nick complains about the dry weather. Okay, let's check this one out. Dry weather. So this is going to come back in a big way here because Nick, spent more time on this podcast off camera than he did on camera. So let's check it out. Let's see how it all started. 12:45. Nick is going to be complaining about the dry weather. Now, mind you, it just snowed. A lot of humidity in the air. If I could find this fucking clip. All right, here we go. Oh, my God. I hate this fucking thing. Come on. Here we go.
This is liquid IV because it's dry. Minnesota went from this beautiful winter where there's no snow and is just above miserable temperatures. And now it's cold and fucking dry because it's snowing. And all of a sudden, everything about your sinuses, everything about your fucking throat, everything
So
about...
mind you, if we subscribe to the theory that April is, if she is sick, then Nick is also sick. So both of them being sick together is pretty weird. Now notice Aaron isn't sick. So how close did April and Nick get for both of them to contract this insane sickness? Or is it something else? Like I've been describing here the first 2 hours of the show.
About everything sucks. Everything's dry all the time.
April?
Going to be a real hoot.
Wrong sound drop.
I'm so dry.
No kid is so much. Don't do it. You don't want to. You don't need her. Just like the Daily Wire didn't need her. I don't even like the Daily Wire.
He's banging his microphone here.
But that being said,
really,
we're going to talk about this case. The judge issued an order basically saying
nervous
it's
energy.
a blatant attack on the
First Amendment. He was going to say, you could see his eyes here. I'm not sure how well this is coming through, but the eyes are very pinned. Dilated pupils scream that, somebody might be or may not be under the influence. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. So he's complaining about the dry weather, which is going to set up a lot here. We're going to go to 23:20, and he's going to take a lot of these breaks here. Let's check this out. Nick is going to be jumping off screen, like I mentioned, a lot. 23:20 in is going to be his first break he's going to take. Let's watch Nick. Just look at him here, man. This guy looks like fucking dog shit. Again, you point me in the direction of somebody who is on the up and up, sober, living life normally that looks like this, and I'll pay you $1,000. This guy looks like shit. Shitty beard, shitty eyes. The eyes are completely sunken, and he's got black bags all under his eyes. Just really, really dog shit. These lines here on his face just scream like you're a fucking junkie. And insanely, what's with all the people in Minnesota having like foreheads the size of fucking Mount Everest, like ski slopes? Like I could really, take a nice fucking ride with a snowboard down your fucking head. What's in the water in Minnesota, man? Jesus Christ. Anyway, Nick Rekieta, let's check this out.
Hold on, what?
So he's discussing a story about Trump. Signals 1 second. He goes off camera at 23:31. And here we'll let it play for a little bit. So we are sitting in complete silence. He's abandoned his show. He's abandoned his chat, which is something by the way, we've seen April and Aaron do.
1 second, have to deal with a interruption.
So he comes back and does this Iraqian style fucking voice. So mind you, 23:30 is when he left. So we are past a minute. I'm fast forwarding now. All right, so he comes back. Let's listen to his excuse. Where did he go? Where did he go?
All right, sorry about that.
Okay.
The sneeze occurred.
So he said he had to sneeze. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it doesn't take a minute and a half to sneeze. That seems a little far-fetched and insane.
That was good. Okay. Back to it. Where were we? It was so refreshing. Here we go. Oh, Truth Social. Anyway, it's
All right,
not.
so he gets back into Trump here. This isn't done here. 38:30. Again, this is the first time I really watched a Nick Rekieta stream from start to finish. And this guy, again, left me asking more questions, than I had going into the stream. 38:30. Check this out. He's going to take another fucking break. Nick?
Yeah. Is the government, because then the citizen is deciding to do this. But when the government decides to do this, the citizen has to respond. Excuse me, guys. I'm like not doing great right now with the sinuses. So give me a minute.
So you just admit, I'm not doing great with my sinuses.
To come right back. I got the sneeziness in my nose is congesting as we speak, and this is not good.
Wow.
So hold on.
So he goes on break again. Oh, we're fast forwarding. So 38:30 is when that started. We'll see when he comes back. Almost 2 minutes. We are past 2 minutes. Oh, so this is when he comes back. He doesn't come back for 10 whole fucking minutes. What was he doing for 10 minutes? So when does this come off? 48:20. Check this out. 48:20. He comes back on air. And here we go. Sorry. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Where was he this whole time? Mind you, the entire time he's gone here, the chat has turned. They're saying R.I.P. Nick. It's all the cocaine in your big fucking nose. Booger sugar this. Your brain fell out. They're all turning on him. I mean, this guy doesn't look healthy, man. I don't know what else to say. But just besides that, he doesn't look healthy. This is the guy that the I'm Halt, Mr. Kudos to Win by Two Radio. Win by Two is watching.
Win by Two is watching.
Going to be
a real hoot, and I'm
so
so dry. This is who they are powwowing around with. Does this guy seem like a good influence? Does this guy seem like a good person you want to let around your kids? The short of that is no.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. Oh my gosh, I had to go take like 19. Hey, sorry about that, guys.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Listen to this. Listen to this. Nick, where'd you go? Oh, and you hear him like take a big swallow right before he comes on, as if he's nervous, like a big gulp. What will I say? I was just, mind you, he was gone for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's 600 seconds. I mean, what the fuck, man? Listen to that. I mean, here, turn your volume up right now. If you're listening on a phone or headphones or a computer, whatever, however you're listening to this, crank that volume and listen. Wow.
Hey, sorry about that, guys.
I mean, holy fuck, man. This guy looks like he just seen fucking Jesus Christ himself. This guy looks like Lil Mir just walked up into his house and started doing some headbanging fucking notions here. I mean, this is just crazy, man. Again, take a drug test. Take a drug test and prove to me that you're not high on some sort of substance, and I'll pay you $1,000 cash. I don't think you could accomplish that. This is who Aaron and April are choosing to hang around here. This is their new BFFLs.
Oh my gosh.
We got to watch that one more time.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. Oh my gosh, I had to go take like 19 million medications to try and get this thing.
Mind you, the same red nose is on this guy as was on April. We watch April. Her nose is beat fucking red. Do I have anything red? No, I don't. I don't even have anything that red. Their noses are the same color. They're doing a lot of touching of their noses. So it's just some comparisons we can draw here, amongst other things. But that's one big takeaway here. Let's keep watching, Nick.
Under control, which is great. I mean, this thing quite literally. So hopefully it will not be an issue, and we can continue on with the show. But
it will not be an issue. You were just gone for 10 minutes, homie. I mean, it's already been an issue. This was your second time you've gotten up. The second time was 10 minutes. Again, you've been gone more. You've only done an hour and 4. Your outro's 4 minutes. Your intro's 2 minutes. You've taken 4 breaks. I mean, what show are you doing?
It's weird, man. It just like swells up and fucking right behind my nose. That's a lot of real estate. Trump's invested in it and everything.
And he comes back. No, he just says he's got a headache. He's got this, that. But if you have a headache and a sinus problem, the first thing you'd be doing when you sit back down is taking a swig of whiskey? No, it would be water, juice, something. This guy is downing a whiskey here. I mean, this is true addict mentality.
So I apologize. I got some stuff down here to help take care of it so I don't have to go. I don't keep a bunch of shit for having runny noses and sinus pressure on my desk, because if I have it bad enough ahead of time, I'm just sick. But in the middle of the show is fun. So hopefully we won't have to deal with that. If I do have to step away, I won't be as long. And we're probably just going to forego the Rumble flip tonight or whatever. I'm not.
So he goes to Rumble. He switches. He's one of these fags who start on YouTube, but then go to Rumble. And he's so sick, he can't even go to Rumble tonight. This is how fucked up this guy is.
Went to the bathroom.
Now, mind you, if this is a sickness, this is the most insane sickness I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? Like, but does this look like a sickness? Does this look like a fucking sickness? Again, I was born on a day. We were born on a day, but was it yesterday? No, it was not. So Rekieta here doing his best to power through, but we see right through this motherfucker. Keep watching.
I didn't have to take a break or anything. But we might shorten this show quite a bit tonight because it's starting to give me a headache and all that shit. Fun times. I'll try and knock it out with some whiskey, but we'll see. I'm not really having it. Let me hit the chats and then we'll get back into this story. And
I'm not really.
I have ways to do these stories longer and shorter. So that might be the case here.
Oh, good.
Rage LB says, "Can I get a birthday toast?" 34, so almost important to the world, lol.
Listen to this toast. So now a chatter reaches out. It's like, hey, can I get a toast? It's my birthday, he says. Listen to this toast, man. I mean, this guy really does. He's probably one of the worst.
Rage LB, happy birthday. 34 years. Like you said, almost important. You're like 1 year away from someone going, hey, you're that guy who said something a while back and no one cared. Well, tell me again. Cheers to you, brother. As you age, may you enjoy it. May you laugh at the people who are still your age now. Then, I think that makes sense. As you think back and go, oh yeah. Cringe. Trying. I remember coming up with ideas. Now they want my ideas, but they don't want to hear. Or they don't. I don't have them because I gave them away. Whatever it is.
Big
dude.
bombs.
Happy birthday, seriously. Hope it's a great one.
And then just down in that whiskey, man. I mean, there's nothing, more comforting than the bottom of a fucking whiskey cup, man. So, let's do 2 more, 54 minutes. Okay, so that's the weird. No. Okay, so that's not the weird drink. Let's go to 54 and let's watch him take this weird. It just says weird drink in my notes. Let's see what this is all about. Nick.
Kevin B, 19C. The most logical reason for all of this is that they knew all along. This falls apart on appeal, but after the election, this is all just to keep Trump from campaigning and draining his resources. Yes. I think so. I just agree with that. I mean, I just agree with that, not disagree with that. Sorry about that. My sinuses.
Oof. And he's downing again. If you really had sinus issues and pressure in your head and your nose was leaking, you wouldn't be drinking whiskey. That would be the last thing. You'd be drinking tea, water, lime, fucking Gatorade, and vitamin water. To be drinking whiskey just leads me to believe that you're doing a lot of what we call in the biz mixing substances. So he takes this weird sip here. He's my sinuses are fucked up, man. My sinuses are really crazy.
I just agree
They're
with
so
that.
bad,
Not
man. My sinuses.
My sinuses.
That's so funny, Nick. This guy's, it's really hilarious. My sinuses. Like, what? Who are you trying to be? Yoda? Jabba the Hutt? Boba Fett? Let's watch one more clip here. This is another nose break comes. He comes back from break and ends the show. So he can't even finish the show. Let's go to 5709. It's the last clip we're watching from Rekieta. And let's see what he has to say for himself. Let's see how he ends the show.
But there's a couple more updates, I believe. 1 second. While I pull this up, I am going to turn my camera off and take care of my nose again. It's nice. I have Kleenex down here now. Oh, I call to breath.
So, okay, he's now gone off cam again for at least the third. It possibly was the fourth time here. This time is another 2 fucking minutes. So we're just fast forwarding here and watching when he comes back on to see what he says. Nick. All right, here we go.
I do not.
Here we go.
All right. I do not. I do not think this show's going to go much longer. This is not great. Not fun. Not fun. In fact, we're going to probably skip the second topic.
Wow.
Here's what we've got.
What?
Trump is.
He's
got his hush money trial. It's going to begin April 15th.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, as it's hitting me again immediately after I come back, and I'm getting a sinus headache. We're just gonna end it.
This guy can't catch a fucking break, man.
We're just gonna end the show. I hate doing this. I really fucking hate it. Honestly, I know some people are like, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Now, I have to remind everybody. This was the last night that Steel Toe, Aaron, and April were with the Rekietas. This was an hour after. Steel Toe had just wrapped up doing their show from Rekietas. And now this guy, he's going off camera. He's ending the show early. He can't even finish a fucking thought. He's doing fucking, the most craziest, heinous shit in the world.
You can be angry that I end the show, but I feel...
he can't even keep his fucking eyes open, man. He really cannot keep his fucking eyes open. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Why would you subject yourself to this? Again, it didn't come on. You didn't just get sick the second you started your stream. You had to have been feeling this bad and this poorly and this shitty leading up to this stream. So it's why not just take the night off? Why subject yourself to this embarrassment here?
Worse right now.
This guy's practically fucking nodding off.
So I will catch you guys tomorrow. I got to go get a whole bunch of fucking Dayquil or whatever. And
I gotta get Dayquil, he says.
What do you even...
Sudafed.
Gonna take a bunch of shit.
So this guy's just doing it all. He's mixing all the substances in the world. He's doing the perks. He's doing the Sudafed. He's doing the Dayquil. He's busting open the caps and fucking sniffing them down whole. He's really getting buck fucking wild here. This is starting to become like a P. Diddy style party here, where they're just mixing all pharmaceuticals. This is nuts, man.
We'll figure it out. Sorry. I really don't like feeling like this. And I really didn't want to cancel the show tonight. If I wanted to cancel the show tonight, it would have been way better to cancel it an hour ago. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Sorry about that. Have a good night, guys. I'll play the outro. Peace.
It's you don't even bother. Don't even bother playing the outro. So there you have it. Nick Rekieta. This is who Steel Toe has been powing around with. for the past 2 months here. Gina Bobina says, eye block. I heard Sudafed. This is why Mike is right. Is he doing black guys? Stuttering John needs to send the Slim Fast. I have no doubt that would work. Colt, sweet treats. Nick with pills, says Chris. Stella B says, Nick touches all of his equipment, then M Holtz come over and use same crap. A point, a clue, an original thought. Win by 2 has none of them. Pounding ape on the SIDS. On the SIDS. Old Boog Nose, says K McDucks. April is fucking that. Yeah, I mean, it's really, truly remarkable stuff, man. So let's watch April now. Because this was April from the same night. Now, this is what I wanted to show you guys the most. This is her at her worst here. Let me check in with them live. Where are they at here? Boom. Well, that's Joey C. We'll get to Joey in a moment. Let's see what they're up to. Steel Toe.
Jesus, champ, how many cocks you got? I could punch you in the eye, guy.
I mean, she's falling asleep right now. I mean, this is live. I am live right now. And April is fast the fuck asleep.
This has been a very fun show.
Very fun show. Very fun
week.
Sleep. Very fun sleep. What's got you dreaming, Ape? I mean, I rest my case, Your Honor. Fuck, man. Again, just so you know, I'm not doctoring anything here. I mean, this is literally, I just tuned in live at a random spot. This is what's happening.
Cocks you got.
She looks over to Aaron just to make sure he's in his zone and focused on the chat and not her. She looks down to the left, and it's a good time to drift on away.
I could punch you in the eye, guy. $5 from...
I mean, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? I wonder what she's even dreaming about. Rockabye April on the treetop. Where the wind blows, the cradle will rock. Nick Rekieta is doing Sudafed. He will get high and you will give him some head. I mean, she's done. What's that Travis Scott song? Have me out like a light. Have me out like a light. She's gone. She is gone. R.I.P.
I could punch you in the eye, guy. $5 from Blackachew. He says, unrelated, but have you been watching Scorch's brand new rebooted PFG TV?
No.
No, I haven't, but I would love to watch some Scorch.
Scorch.
Wait for it.
Scorch rules, man.
I want to say his name like they say Stuart in Letterkenny. Scorch.
PFG TV. It's the Kingdom of Nakedness. I love Scorch.
Let's have a kingdom of nakedness.
Watch your eyes.
I'm not gonna find y'all attractive anyways, but it's freeing
April
to be naked.
April doesn't know O&A references.
No.
So that's,
well, some of them.
She doesn't understand.
I know some of them.
The Naked Militia, Scorch, PFG TV.
I know Scorch is from O&A.
Yeah. I tell you what, Blackachew, if you could, if you want to throw us a Scorch link to the new show, I would love to go watch Scorch. That would be an awesome way.
Well, we're waiting for those eyes to close.
Tonight. That's going to put us $70 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys.
Thank you
very much. We appreciate.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. I can get high tomorrow. Yay.
Throw your money at us via Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, etc. You guys have.
What's so funny? What is funny about begging?
Been doing a wonderful job helping out this show tonight. So how does this scam work? So they get you all horned up.
She ain't even listening, man. She ain't even listening.
Once the victim is emotionally invested, the scammer claims to have insider knowledge of a lucrative investment opportunity such as...
I mean, this is fucking nuts.
Invested, the scammer claims to have insider knowledge of a lucrative investment opportunity such as crypto, foreign exchange trading, or a new venture, and persuades the victim to invest. The scam.
So it just appears to me that any Steel Toe show now you tune into, at any given point, you could zoom right into April's fucking head, and she will be looking like not only complete and utter dog shit, but she will also be nodding off in a complete opiate haze. All right, this was Monday night now. So you could see where I'm coming up with this theory. I'm just trying to really drive home the point that, again, April, if you need help, don't hesitate to reach out, man. Really don't hesitate to reach out. We will get you help. And I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. But you don't have to keep living like this, man. This is fucked. Let's watch. This is April. We're going to go to the big clip here, 25:30 in. And let's check it out. So this was April, Monday night at the Rekieta's house, mind you. Oh. Minimize that. Bring this up here. All right, here we go.
Sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on.
Now look at the size of that house.
It's huge. Fucking huge.
I do want to throw out the possibility that Diddy has like some entourage and some of his boys living there that have maybe been doing some shit.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like when you have a home that big, you could have somebody living in there that you're not even aware of at this point.
There's a chance that Diddy's done nothing wrong because it doesn't make sense. Why would you as a billionaire...
Those eyes are mean. They're nuts, man. Fuck that. Pray. How about play? Content is king. Elmo Steven. Ape looking fabulous as usual. She hot. I mean, she's gone. I mean, you know what I mean? I think I spent way too much time on this, more than I would like to. Let me show you one more clip from the... I think you guys get the point, though. I really think I drove at this point home. And again, like, I'm not proud over this. This doesn't make me happy. You know what I mean? And I know people are probably thinking, well, you know, she's probably just tired, man. Like, leave her the fuck alone. She works a whole fucking second job. And it's like, you know, I've been tired on streams. You never seen me. Oh, yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Opie and Anthony. Good reference. Never. Not ever. Not ever.
Ask him. Maybe we can have him on the show one day.
This is wonderful.
Let's take a look at this fantastic story.
Look at her.
Howdy, gentlemen.
Look at her go. She is going and sleeping. She just did a coat of those perkies. Yes, she's coping.
You are coping.
No, she's not coping, but she's definitely drifting.
President.
How y'all doing?
Isn't easy.
Are they doing it?
But
There
a
you
catchy
go.
name.
Literally anybody else? That's my name.
Now in her nod off, she's just blurting out Chad Zumach lines now, right?
We are back. We're in the bunker. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Is a start.
Hey, how's it going?
So what do I call you,
I mean, those pinned
Mr. Else?
pin dropped eyes.
No, he's not joking.
My name is...
And she takes a big old sip of whiskey. For people who are sick, again, if you're sick, you're not drinking whiskey. I mean, you know, that's the last thing you're going to be drinking. If you're really honestly god-awfully sick, you're not drinking whiskey. All right? Guys, that's our steel toe. Let's just throw a tomato at my screen for that. I mean, fuck, man. Fuck. It pains me to do that. Let's go live, and this is the last thing we'll do on Steel Toe. This will be the last thing we do on Steel Toe. Let's see how she looks now. Hopefully she's doing some jumping jacks or something. Let's check it out.
Done with that stage of their lives.
At least
and they're
she's
like,
talking.
Hell yeah, bitch, I did say that. I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
I technically am in it because I like to watch the really expensive, sexy houses. And the girly part is I really like seeing the clothes they wear because they're out of this world and
Yeah.
it's something I'll never own.
One day, April's got to admit she's got a thing for money. I think. And like nice, expensive
I don't
things.
have that kind of money though, so
but-
why isn't it fun to watch?
Yeah, but you've got like big expensive thing. Oh.
All right, we're getting off Steel Toe. I've done way too much Steel Toe for my liking here. This is really what you need to see here. This is the state of toe. This is the state of toe. Let's keep it moving from one pathetic loser fucking junkie to a next. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Joey C. and Christina C. Yes, bring it. Come on down, Catalanos. Come on down. Welcome on to the In the Pain podcast. You guys are featured. Joey C's been doing a lot of streaming as of late, and I want to show you his begging tactics, and I want to show you this clip really fast of Christina C. Again, all these streamers are really getting, they're really getting fucked up. They're really getting fucked up. This is Joey and Christina and Spider Alomar. Check it out, Joey C. Again, he does all this streaming, still hasn't figured out how to stream in landscape mode. I'm sorry, in portrait mode. Is it portrait or I don't even know at this point. I don't even really give a shit. Turn your camera sideways, you fuck. Stop holding it up and down.
Hey, Wani!
Oh, God. Wow. You guys see those teeth?
Hey, Wani!
Wow. We thought Ari Jane had a big fucking gap. We thought wrong, guys. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I mean, I don't even know what to make of this right now. It is currently like 10 o'clock here on the East. I just went through like 2 hours of April nodding and high on drugs. April, this is what your mouth will ultimately look like when, you've really pushed yourself to the limits. Do you want your teeth to look like this? Practically rotting out of your mouth? Don't let the white fool you. Don't let the white fool you. That is just bleach. Joey C's wife drinks bleach, so that's why her teeth are so white. What we really need to be focusing on isn't the white of her teeth. It's the spaces in between those chompers. They're spacey. They are spacey. I mean, this is scary, guys. This is some scary stuff. Bear with me. I mean, oh my God. For a second, I mean, if you're just looking at the eyes only, you would think it was April. You would honestly think it was April. Let's watch Christina and Spider and Joey. The big, happy, incestual family here. Wow.
I'm here.
Their audio is garbage.
No, but I see Juan.
Garbage.
There's Juan. Where you at? It's me and Juan.
Floss and be easy, says Mr. Z. The gap. Cheers. Fuck, man.
The format, maybe.
Oh, I don't know. I guess you have to be in with me over here. We get to be on one phone.
No.
Three people can't.
There's Joey and Spider.
See what you guys can do. I'm gonna go back in here.
Come over a little bit. There you go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, so let's return.
So this is something I never understood. These guys put this foam up on their wall. You could see Joey C. I mean, we've seen this foam on his wall before. These egg crates. These guys think that it's soundproofing. It's not soundproof. It's just foam. You see, people could hear you in the next room. Just because you put foam on your wall doesn't make it soundproof. But why do they stop like a quarter of the way on the wall? Why not just finish the wall? This foam isn't expensive. It's like $20 for like 200 pieces of foam.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right,
Check
good.
this out.
All right, so let's return.
So you go over to the rest of his wall, and it just, you know what I mean? It's a two-tone, it's actually a three-toned wall, because you got the white from the regular drywall, and then you got the blue and black foam on the other half of the wall. I mean, imagine like actually being here in person. I mean, you'd be so disoriented from all the different fucking colors and shapes and sizes on his wall here. So it's just like, why not just finish it? Why not just finish the entire thing? So there's Christina. She comes on screen and she does one of these sniffs. I mean, all these guys, I mean, if they're not high, I mean, really are doing a poor job of convincing me that they are actually, living a clean, healthy lifestyle here.
All right, good.
Watch Christina. She's going to come on and do the old snifferoo.
All right, so let's return.
Watch her go. As if she just did a line. Now she's wiping her nose and looking, I mean, really good. Christina, I mean, this is, if I had to put a number on this, if I had to put a rank on this, guys, I'd put it as a 8.7.
8.7.
Absolutely. Christina C, man. Wow. Looking really good.
Yep. Yeah.
This is weird. I'm trying to learn all this, but I'm also trying to set up something right now. In a minute.
I mean, this is broadcasting 101. When in doubt, when everything's silent, continue to be silent. And stick out your tongue, by the way. I mean, imagine if this was your mom or your sister, your cousin. I mean, how embarrassing, man. How fucking embarrassing. For audio listeners, she has her tongue out. The gap is spread. The makeup is running down her face. The coke is running out of her nose. I mean, it's time to wrap up shop here, guys. It's time to wrap it up.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Wait a second. Whoops.
Can you see me one?
Okay, and then it just ends. So that's like a clip they made. They chose to make that a clip. So, okay, I want to show you Dabble Storian's clip. Go check out Dabble Storian. He really gives you the best Joey C updates. This is Joey C begging the night of WATP Live, which I don't think we're going to have time to show you guys. I think we're just going to do this and then the Melton stuff, and then we're probably going to get out of here for the sheer fact of time. We'll see what time it is after we get done this. Let me show you like the first couple minutes of this. This is just Joey C begging. This is how pathetic. Anytime someone has to resort to begging, like Steel Toe or just anybody, I don't care who you are, I don't care how you do it, I don't care if you do it in a classy way, I don't care if you offer it. If you have to resort to begging, I automatically despise you. I automatically think you're less than, and I automatically think you should be wiped off the face of this planet. Figuratively, of course, we don't want you dead, but you get my point, you get my frustration. Shouldn't be begging. It's like, get a fucking job. You're fully capable of getting a job. Obviously, this ain't work. If you have to beg, it means streaming ain't working out. You could still stream. I could still stream. I could stream all the time if I wanted to around my work schedule, but, I'm not solely going to rely on streaming is going to pay the bills, and I'm certainly not going to rely on, well, if it doesn't, I'm just going to continue to beg people all day and all night until they give me some cash, because I'm too lazy to get a job. You guys go work and then pay me for doing nothing. Essentially, that's what you're saying. So this was Joey C. Right before that WATP live event, he was begging for cash, for gas money to get down to Largo, Florida, to go hang out with Tukey and B Dabbler, and he was putting his fans in ultimatums. Come on, guys, you want me to go hang out with B Dabbler and Tukey and Cardiff and all these guys, right? Well, you got to show me some love. You got to show me some fucking love. And let's see what he says here. Again, courtesy of Dabble Story, and go check him out if you want all things Joey C. Based Pill as well. They do a fantastic job. They really get into the weeds of Joey C. More than I do. I'm just really like scratching the surface and showing you surface level shit here, but this is a clip courtesy by Dabble Story, and check this out.
Big shout out to Dabble Story. Hell yeah.
Coming in for $2, Dabble Story says, appreciate the shout out, brother. Yeah, no problem. Appreciate the clip, man. And appreciate all the hard work, to be quite honest with you. Because I know it ain't easy. I know it ain't fucking easy having to sit there and sift and wait. Well, I guess in Joey C's case, you don't really have to wait. Joey's just really just speaks out of his fucking ass. So he just delivers gold all the time, but he streams all day, every day. So it's really hard to keep up with that sort of thing. But Joey C needs to be stopped. He needs to be stopped. Again, we'll get into more Joey C as the shows roll forward. But this dude, I thought he wasn't that bad of a guy. Like, I thought he was a bad guy, don't get me wrong. But I didn't think he was like, he was a criminal. We all knew this. But I'm saying, like, maybe he was reformed. I mean, he did the whole brother Samuel thing right after his fake heart attack. And, we wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really did. I believe in second chances. I really do. But when you continue to act the same way and to do the same things and repeat the same mistakes, it's like You're not reformed. You're not changed. So why should I trust you and believe you and give you that shot and, you know, put my name out there for you if you're going to just act like a fucking fool? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Joey C, you know, I don't know. It's not looking good for you, man. It's not. It really isn't. This is Joey C begging for money. Supercut. Courtesy of Dabble Story. Let's check it out.
What happening, man? Where everybody at today? I go to the WATP event today, man. I need some love, man. Nobody show me no love, man. They all don't like me. Nobody like me anymore, huh? That's all right. That's all right. I'll take our walks every day. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. 40 miles, I'll make them walk. Nobody want to give me no love. Nobody want to give me no love. That's it. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate that you want to get me on drugs again. I appreciate that. Send me some money, man. Send me some money. Then
Send me some money. I mean, that's always great. I mean, just to be completely fucking shameless, not really giving a fuck, begging for cash. Again, you're no different than a homeless man. You're no different than a homeless fucking junkie in the middle of the street.
You should be penalized. I'm gonna fine you. Send me $20 to my PayPal. You're fined. Fine. You're taking 7-day suspension. Which one you want? $20 to fine for even trying. You're supposed to be a friend.
Just putting people in ultimatums. You send me $20 or I'll ban you. I mean, this is actually happening.
Now I need some love, man. I need to have some love from you guys, man. So I can have some cash in my pocket, man. You guys are supposed to take care of your people, like you take care of all those other ones, man. I'm gonna be around some big hitters. I'm gonna be around Tukey. You want me to hang out with Tukey?
Again, these guys and their delusions that they live in and that they're under, it's like they think by simply showing up on a live stream on YouTube, they're somehow, you know, deserving of this cash, of money. You know what I mean? It's like, do something. And this is the same problem Aaron has. It's like they worry too much about how the money is going to come in, and they don't focus on doing a good show. Or just doing a show in general. I mean, Joey, what the fuck even is this? What is this? It's like, if you just worried about delivering good content, or just content at all, it doesn't even have to be, you know what I mean? People would be more inclined and more willing to give you money. But the fact that it's always got to be this song and dance and give me money. I'm broke. I'm poor. I need cash. You know what I mean? Why do I got to bust my ass all day and then proceed to give you $20 for what? For what? Why do I got to give you my hard-earned dollar? You're fully capable. You could get a job, or maybe you can't. Maybe those felonies finally, you know, stop you from doing certain things. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what the answer is, but I know it ain't this. That's what I do know. Shouldn't be doing this much begging, man. I mean, it's pathetic.
Bring you guys Tukey personally to you. You got to show some love, man. You guys are doing me wrong, man. I don't like that shit. Where is my Amazon dude, man? My fucking pants are falling down. I'm losing weight like a motherfucker, boy.
It's like you can afford Amazon outfits and fake gold chains, but you can't afford $40 in gas. I mean, this is insane, dude.
Eating good, eating right. I thought you guys were cool with me, man. I thought you guys were cool. Nobody's cool with me. Nobody. Everybody want to talk crazy about me. Everybody wants to hate on me. You know?
Wow.
Where am I such a bad guy? I got to be at the event. Like, I got to get there like 5 o'clock because the meet and greet's at 6. And then, you know, I spent a lot of money on the outfits, man. But now I'm nervous, man, because I just need some love from you guys, man.
A lot of money on the outfits constitutes as $60. I mean, he admitted this on Sunday. We watched him say this on Sunday's show. He spent $60 on an outfit.
I need you guys to
$60 to Joey C is like Bill Gates money, by the way.
Send me in a limo or send me in a nice limo, man. Come on, man. Someone send me some love, man. You guys got to be able to. My PayPal, at Joey C0120. I know somebody out there loves me. Come on, man. Guys, help me out, man. This is emergency. Where's all my big dogs at?
My big dogs.
Come on, I figure I gotta have some pocket money, man. You guys do it for all, they go, well, you guys pay for all their trips, man. Pay for all everybody to gamble. Come on, man. I'm just asking for some pocket money, man.
Wow.
Fucking me, I can roll with these dudes, man. They might want to go out after, man. You know. The fuck, man.
They might want to go out after. Come on, guys. Fork up your fucking cash. You know, what if these guys want to go out for a nice meal afterwards? You're not going to leave your best pal Joey C stranded, are you? Not going to leave him hanging. I mean, again, this is just a face of just pure, just a pure pathetic excuse for a human being. You know, I know some people in here probably are fans of Joey C. I know Dr. Chow is a Joey C advocate. Yeah, you know, man, I don't know what else to tell you. It's like, I tried to give Joey a chance, and it's like, this is the shit he does. And the money that he did receive and the money that he did get, what did he do with it? What did he do with it? It went right up Christina's nose, probably. You know? He didn't do nothing with the money. So it's not like, again, when you're paying these people your hard-earned dollar and they're not doing anything for their show, what is it that you're actually spending your cash on? Nothing? You're better off going, again, to your whatever major cities around you, crumbling up all your money and throwing it out the fucking window. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. When you decide to give Bob Levy fucking $10 and Aaron $6, it's like they don't do anything with it. That's the frustrating part. Let's watch. We'll fast forward a little bit. Let's see Joey here continue on begging. Continue his begging ways. I mean, this is pathetic. Here we go.
7 is Venmo, and then PayPal is at Joey C0120. We're halfway through our goal. So this is our goal.
So now Joey's got a goal. Everyone's got a goal now. That's the new thing. All these, I mean, lame-ass boomers got goals.
To make the weekend a perfect weekend. We're going to be out there. We hope a lot of you are coming. We're looking forward to meeting everybody. And we're hoping that everybody be pleasant. We're going to be, you know, we're not going to go there and act like stupid morons. We're not.
And don't let all this fake jewelry trip you out. I mean, this is like literally $15 fake gold chains he has on. This is a fake Versace sunglasses. I mean, none of this is real. Because if it was, I mean, he'd be selling it by now for cash. I mean, you hear how badly he's hurting for money.
That type of people, man. We know how to act in public, and we're invited. Yes, it is at Joseph Cadillac. Also, Sapphire, what's up? How are you? You're back. A lot of people for this morning are here. Ooh.
You know, YouTube should really like look into begging, and they should really ban begging. Can we all like come up with a petition or like at Team YouTube on Twitter and just be like, hey man, like, you know, I'm all for helping out small creators and small time streamers, but when it gets to the point where when it's every fucking show and every fucking stream, you know what I mean? Because what you do fool some retards in the process, and it's like that's not right. It really isn't right. Some poor soul is going to come across this, feel bad for you, and give you their last couple of dollars. They'll go without so you can go with, and it's like all in the meanwhile. You could, you know, certainly go cut grass for a living. You know, you might not be able to get a corporate job due to your felonies, but you could surely fucking cut some grass. Insane stuff, man. Let's watch like another minute of this. I'm sick of this fucking guy. I really am. Brother Samuel, he called himself. A man of God, he calls himself. This is nuts. This is nuts.
A lot of people.
What's Munich Grouse saying? 499 says, here's some pocket money in case Tukey wants to go out. I mean, come on, guys. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Bring on the bums and crazy, says Mr. Z. I mean, to a certain extent, but it's like, you know, even bums and crazies that come in to do radio, they don't beg. It's just, you understand how tacky it is. That's my frustration. But to Munich Grau's point, it's like, yeah, you know, I need some walking around money too. I'm going to be going to meet up with all the big timers. Tukey and Cardiff and Obnoxious John and Ray DeVee. I need some walking around cash, man. You guys better fork it over. How pathetic. Thank you, Munich Grau. Give that a like. Jeff says, for Joey C's troll. Wait, that's a toll money. See that, Joey? People are giving on your behalf now. What can we do to better Joey C? Because I'm really tired of berating these guys and telling them how pathetic they are and just you should quit and drunk on cringe yourself. What could we do for Joey C for him to redeem himself this time, if at all? John Dalton's approach was more noble. I mean, you're absolutely right. Mr. Z saying more drugs. Soft can't spell as well as you. Yes, my wife cheated on me and I'm retarded, says LOL. I want to have Joey C. I want to give Joey C a chance, but I want him to earn his keep. Mr. C says a lot more. Maybe we could set up some challenges for Joey, like an obstacle course or something, and make him earn his money. Because this isn't earning your money. Anybody could set up a live and just be like, "Hey, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me." So, I don't know. Maybe we have him do a series of stunts and challenges in order to earn fucking some cash. It's at least more respectable. At least you're earning the money and not just expecting a handout at 57 years old. 57 or 50. I think he's actually 58. Again, this is like old enough to be most people's grandfathers and fathers. Can't go out and do it himself, and he's relying on the internet to pay his bills. Just imagine if this was your grandfather or dad. How embarrassed you would be. How disgusted you would be. You would disown them. You would spit on their fucking fake Rolex and fake Versace sunglasses. I mean, it would just be disgust. You would want nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? So why is it different for Joey C? Oh, because he said something interesting once about the Chicago Cubs that was most likely a lie? Again, begging for money online should be outlawed. It really should. It should be against the law to beg for cash online. Like, just outright begging. Like this. I mean, this just takes it over, just to a completely different level. Bring back April. My wood isn't getting split over here, says Arachnophobia. K McDuck says, I heard John Dalton took his collection of $9 and is going to university in the fall. Good for John Dalton. I wonder how he is doing. Out getting it $9 at a time, K McDuck. $9. I mean, imagine that. I think someone said, I forget who it was, but said John Dalton's approach was more noble. Stuntman C. Geriatric C. We need to get a GoFundMe for a pimp cup. I can't imagine my dad even watching YouTube, let alone begging for money in a car. I mean, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. So let's watch like maybe 10 more seconds of this, and I'm going to do some Melton stuff. I think we're going to get out of here for the night. What time is it? 10:07. Yeah, I got like an hour left, so let's finish this out.
People helped us out this morning, so we're halfway through our goal, and so please, that's the Venmo, and then the PayPal is at JoeyC0120, and I even have...
And very clever editing by Dabblestorian as well. Every time Joey would plug his Venmo, Dabblestorian would throw up his Venmo QR code. Very clever way of editing there. I do appreciate pretty cool edits like that.
The Cash App, money sign, Joey C. Adrian Boy is also.
Like, I feel like Venmoing Dabblestorian now after seeing this. He put in more work than Joey C. doing this.
So people this morning were very kind, so you guys deserve it. Go have a good weekend. They were in the Vemos, they were sending me messages saying, here, man, this is to help you. I hope you have a great weekend. Really, I mean that. And this is some money to help you get through that. So I appreciate that very much. All right. And it's for a good cause. And the people that are finally going to that even the people.
No. What's the good cause? A good cause is like donating to, the Veterans Society of America or whatever, the Veterans of America, St. Jude. You know what I mean? What's the good cause? So you could have gas money to go to an event that you're not even scheduled to perform at? What's the good cause? I mean, please help me understand. Please help me understand. And maybe I will. Again, I'm not unreasonable, but you're just saying words just for the sake of saying words. It's a good cause. No, it's not a good cause. It's the opposite of what a good cause is. I mean, again, you don't strike me as like an above board character who I want to give my money to. You know what I mean? You look like a shady fucking thug who, at first opportunity or given the opportunity, you would try to rob my wallet if I left it down, on the countertop. If I went to use the bathroom, you'd rob me. Like, that's what you look like. So it's like, I mean, I don't even know, man. I really don't. This is pathetic.
But I've been really answers. I'm looking forward to meet us, and you get a chance to make a decision now. Are we worth it, or are we just in your eyes still scum? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guys, please.
I'm gonna go with option B. Still scum.
There's three ways. There's here comes my lovely wife. There's three ways to help us with our goals. Okay.
All right.
You got the Joseph-Catalano-47 is the Venmo. People have been
And
really.
first of all, that's such a long Venmo. Joseph-Calano-47-Venmo-.com. Like that's. I can't even say that in one breath.
We got halfway through it this morning. People are sending nice messages, pal. Or Cash App is money sign Joey C. Adrian Boy.
Again, this is Steel Toe. This is Steel Toe level of desperation here. Where's Steel Toe?
So come on, guys.
Thank you.
This is where we get in the last hour. It gets a little desperate. Let's go on a roll.
Again, every 6 seconds, Steel Toe's like, come on, guys. Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, Cash App, Venmo, Streamlabs, Cash App. I mean, this is Steel Toe level of desperation here.
Now, I got to go. I got to drive. So I appreciate it, man. We had a high number. We had like 50 people in here, and just a quick push.
Wow.
I love it, you people. You guys are really supporting. So please, those are them. If you guys could post that in the chat room for these people, I'll kill the stream in a couple minutes. But just so everybody can get that. But like I said, we're halfway through the goal. That's what I guess I've been warning about. That's what Tukey does. We got a goal to meet. We need gambling money, so we need some pocket money. That's right.
We got a goal to meet. He said it right there. This is what the money's for, by the way.
If I could be a Jew right now, I would be a Jew.
We got a goal to meet. We got gambling money we need. This is his words here.
Well, that's what Tukey does. We got a goal to meet. We need gambling money.
We need gambling money.
To the goal. That's what I guess I've been warning about. That's what Tukey does. We got a goal to meet. We need gambling money.
So again, it's like all these guys want cash and they blow it on gambling. Ray DeVito, Mersh, and now Joey C. is taking your hard-earned dollar and blowing it away on blackjack. I mean, that's honorable stuff there, Joey C.
To the goal. That's what I guess I've been warning about. That's what Tukey does. We got a goal to meet. We need gambling money.
Take your money. I need everyone to do this. Who's giving money to Joey C. Take your money, crumble it up, drive into the city closest to you, and just proceed to throw it out the window because it's meaningless if you give it to this fool.
So we need some pocket money. That's why somebody said, so you need some walking around money. I said, yes, sir. That's what we need. We need to make sure that we're complete for the weekend of what the plans are. And so we can have a good time with the fans,
Again, if you don't have enough money to have pocket money or to have a good time with the fans, you probably shouldn't be going. You probably should be staying behind and picking up some odds and ends sort of job to make some cash.
Joey! Yeah, Dookie! How do you address the rumors that you were begging for money at 4 a.m. for gas money to get here? I wasn't begging for gas money. I pulled the cart. I pulled your guys' cart. We got a
Wow, so he just says it there. I didn't even pick up on this the first time. B Dabbler gets a super chat asking Joey C, what do you make about the remarks about you begging for cash at 4 a.m.? Joey says, I wasn't begging for cash. I was doing what you guys simply do. And what's he going to say here? How's he finish this up?
I wasn't begging for gas money. I pulled the cart. I pulled your guys' cart. We got a cause going on, and we need gambling money. Like,
we got a cause going on, and we need gambling money. Wow. Like, who just openly admits this stuff, by the way?
you did when you were at the AC. Oh, that's all we did. Okay. I think he's lying. Okay.
What Joey C should have done with the money instead. Let's see how this ends.
You know the problem is, man, I'm just stuck all the time, man. I've been just stuck. You know, after the mistake we made, man, we pay so much money back to the government. They take so much money from me, man. I can't even live.
And whose fault is that? You know? Whose fault is that? That's not our fault.
Right, man. It just makes me mad, man. You know? Especially, I didn't do none of that shit. I didn't take nothing, man. You know, I just I just protected my wife, man. I didn't even wasn't involved with that shit, man. I got to pay it back.
By the way, imagine calling Christina Catalano your wife, by the way. I'd be so ashamed and embarrassed.
You know, it just makes me, but my wife, man, you know, she regrets it, and bless her soul, man. I got a good woman, man. She made a mistake, and we're suffering, though. We got to pay it back. It's our responsibility to pay it back. So that's what we're doing, man.
Right.
You know, it wasn't right, and we got to be honorable, man. So that's what we do. You know, we're being honorable about it.
Now, if he just, you know, great work, Dabble Story, and digging the edits from Joey C. Go subscribe to Dabble Story and for all Joey C updates. But if he would just be more like that, like, hey, we got to be honorable, we got to pay it back. And look, man, if you guys have anything extra to pitch in, that would be great. I'll put the links in the description, and that's cool with me. And, you know, we'll continue to try to, you know, be the best versions of ourselves. I'd be like, you know what, Joey, take my whole bank account. But the fact that it's got to be this whole song and dance and how you need money for gambling, by the way, you know, that's where I draw the line, and that's where I need to say something because, you know, like I said, there will be some retards in chat rooms that are like, oh my God, you know, Joey Thieves really in a hard time, and the government just really keeps fucking him. It's like, no. You don't just... Government just doesn't, you know what I mean, pick on somebody just for the sheer sense of picking on somebody. They usually have a reason. So, all right, there's Joey C. We'll follow up on some Joey C. At a better time. I want to kick it over to everybody's favorite fat fuck in this universe, Sir Patrick Melton.
I'm a fucking dork nerd.
Yes, you are, Patrick. I want to kick it over to Patrick. We're going to do a couple things Patrick Melton related. If this is, you guys don't like Patrick Melton hate content, well, I will give you guys a second to exit the chat room now. You've been warned. We're going to dive into some Melton, and then I think we're going to get out of here as it's, what time is it? 10:17. We got about 45 minutes. We'll do a couple Melton clips. I'll save some of this WATP stuff. I don't know if I like doing night shows, to be quite honest with you. I really don't know if I like doing night shows, but I mean, it might be the only choice we have. We'll be on this Sunday morning, regular time, 11:30. I don't know if I like these Wednesday night shows, though. I really don't. Oh, well, we're going to have to make it work. All right, so let's dive into some Patrick here. Where do I want to start from Patrick? There's so much Melton to do. Let's start with his Saturday members only show. Just so I could delete this off my computer. So Patrick was on his show on Saturday. He made it members only, but there's a couple things I want to show you first. One of which he's made up with Joey C., the guy we just watched who's begging for gambling money. Who, by the way, Patrick made an entire printed out wall of Joey C's dead daughter. And Patrick would charge $50. So he made this wall of squares, and it was an image. All these squares made up an image of Joey C's dead daughter. And if you donated $50 or more, you were entitled to a square. Patrick would then flip it over, and it would complete this image of Joey's daughter. We're gonna watch Patrick do, or he's gonna be trying to do more of this coming up. He's gonna be trying to do another wall, another Grint wall. So we're going to watch him do that. Simultaneously, we're going to watch him on this Saturday stream make up with Joey C, which is very weird. Patrick is for a tell it how it is guy. He's trying to be overly friendly with people, trying to make up with people, trying to be friends with way too many people. Like I said, Joey C, Quad Father, and all these fucking like roaches, if you ask me. So we're going to watch his apology to Joey C and his... their truce, as it appeared to be. We're going to watch him rap. We're going to watch him complain about having holes in his socks. We're going to watch a whole lot of Patrick here coming up. Let's check it out. This was on Saturday, his members-only stream. Let's check it back. So he plays music in the front, does a little pre-show, similar to what we do around here. The only difference is, we don't rap to gay music. Let's watch, and we're not going to watch, we're not going to see him, but Patrick is off mic here. There's a song that's playing, and he's going to decide to start rapping to the beat. Check it out, Patrick Melton.
Check it, the record, let's begin. Party you and party people, let me make some noise. DC's in house, jump, rejoice. There's a party over here, a party over there. Wave your hands in the air, shake your derriere. These three words when you're getting busy. Whoa, there it is, let me hear you say. Oh, see, I don't even know.
All right, so you hear him rapping there. He's getting into his zone. Now, this was the show. He did an hour-long pre-show. Again, we went over this on Sunday, but so become a member so you can watch the entire episode when we did the Melton stuff. But he did an entire hour of a pre-show, which is insane. Again, I do about 20, 25 minutes. That's enough of a pre-show. Sometimes it runs into a half hour. It becomes, it's like, it's rude. If nothing else, it's just rude. You're keeping all these people waiting for an hour while you sit there and smoke bong after bong and stuff your face with fucking carrot cake and meatloaf. I mean, you know what I mean? It's fucking rude, dude. Have some respect for your audience. But that's the thing. Patrick doesn't respect his audience. He doesn't respect you as a viewer. He doesn't respect even... I was going to say the only thing he respects is himself, but he doesn't even respect himself. If Patrick respected himself, he wouldn't be so fucking fat. And that's just a fact.
And that's a fucking fact.
So let's go to, let me see. I got to find this in my notes here. Let's see. We have a couple clips I want to play from the members only NLO. This was Melton Monday, Pat Dixon, Melton Saturday. Okay. So 12:25. Okay, so this is where, now we watched on Sunday's ep where he talks about, I don't need to let anyone know. It's none of their business. I wouldn't bore you guys with health problems that I've been going through. And then you cut to this, and he's only continuing to let us know about his health problems. Now, again, in the last 3 weeks, there's been 7 different occurrences of Melton bringing up his health problems. Again, I hate a guy who has to gain sympathy from his audience by letting them know he's sick, or he's dying, or his cat has AIDS, or his dog has lice. Melton does all of the above, by the way. He does all of the above. And again, Melton might not directly come out and beg for cash like Joey C or Steel Toe Morning Show. He does it in more of a clever way, like the squares, like letting you know he's sick, gaining sympathy. You start to feel bad. You go, here, fine, take the cash. Melton, you're obviously dying, so live it up while you're here. So listen to Melton here. 12:25. We'll just let it play from here. This is Melton describing his tummy hurting.
Too strong to tell you I was sorry.
Stella B coming in for $9.99. Thank you, Stella. Says, please do a Faces of Meth poster for April M. Holt in time for May 9th. Fentanyl Awareness Day for St. Cloud. Solid show as always, John. Thank you, Stella B. Thank you for the $9.99. We do appreciate that. And that's actually a pretty solid idea. We'll do starting back from like 2020 or whenever her first show was on the Twitch days. I know they have a whole back catalog on their Facebook. I mean, just for example, if you go to their Facebook page right now and you go to Steel Toe Morning Show and you look at some of their old episodes with April, she looks like, you know, an innocent little Midwestern chick who has, you know, her entire future laid out for her. And then you fast forward to 2024 and she looks worse than fucking Nick Rekieta. I mean, this Nick Rekieta, man, I mean, he's bad news. Trust me, I know a junkie when I see a junkie. And again, you don't need to have experience. Oh, and by the way, this is live on Facebook's, on Steel Toe Facebook. Remember, they get 97,000 viewers a show, according to Aaron. But you click over to their Facebook, and they have 1 viewer. 2 viewers. That's me now. So really crushing it in live time here. Here, we'll just do this real fast. Let's just do a collective view count on Steel Toe real quick. So they got about 156 on YouTube. They had 2 on Facebook, so that gives them 158. You go over to Rumble. Where are they at on Rumble?
My dear.
I'm going to scorch his throat with something.
That's
Clear it out.
This?
Can we get
80? Or no, I'm sorry. 62 on Rumble. So what's the math on all this here? What do we say? What did I say on YouTube? 152 plus 62 plus 2. 216. So that's 216 total live. And then we'll go to Steel Toe on Twitter. Because I know they stream on 4. Remember, he has to let us know he streams on 4 different platforms. All right, well, we'll add them all up. And he's got 68 on Twitter. So what was that? 214 plus 68. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you with 4 platforms added up, Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, and YouTube, Steel Toe isn't even over 300 viewers. But they're going to tell you they have like 97,000 people watching at any given time. Super fucking, super own there, Aaron. Super fucking own. All right, let's go back to their Facebook. Let's exit this out. Let's exit this out. All right, we'll go back to their Facebook. I just want to check this really fast because I want to show you guys. Do they have every? Do they stream? No. Yeah, I guess they do stream every fucking show on Facebook. All right, we don't have time to scroll through their back catalog, but that's not a bad idea, Stella. And I think that will be something we'll do. We'll make a poster, a digital poster, and we'll do April through the years from 2020 to 2024. That could be pretty fucking epic stuff. We do appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so this is Melton here. Let's get back. Let's transition over to Melton, and let's see. Win by 2. Toe killing you on Toe. Yeah, arachnophobia. Steel Toe is crushing me. Yeah, I feel crushed. I don't even know what my views are, to be quite honest with you. I don't keep my view counter up. I'm just trying to worry about doing a solid show throughout. I don't have my chat. I mean, if you guys see this is what the chat looks like here. Where's it at? So there's no number on my chat. It's just the chat. So I don't even know what I got going on. All right, so this is Patrick. Let's check out Patrick. Let's see what he's up to. Patrick. Oh fuck. Here we go.
All right, we'll get started here in a few minutes. Sorry about this. I'm very, very hot. I'm nauseous, man.
Nauseous.
I was in bed all day yesterday.
Wow.
My tummy is not good. But the weed helps. But then I can't, I cough a lot. None of this is your problem. None of this is your problem. I don't know why I'm bugging you with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
So again, he's nauseous. He's sick. He's in bed. Not feeling well. I mean, this is every show now. Patrick is beginning to fall apart. 201, or where do I want to go from here? 201. Intro rapping. Wasn't this the one he said with his socks? Let's go to 201.43. Watch Melton squash this beef with Joey C. Oh, man, what the fuck is going on? 201.43. Here we go.
Oh, no, this could be, this might be Joey C. Is this Joey C?
What do you want? What do you want?
Oh, wow, it is. Joey?
What do you want?
I just want to say I saw you on the stream yesterday in your blue jumpsuit.
Huh?
And you looked like a boss. You looked like you were having fun, and you looked like a boss. And I just wanted to say...
I look like a... Yeah. Okay.
No, I mean...
Is that a compliment?
Yes.
Is that a compliment, or is that... All right.
Jesus Christ! I'm being nice.
Well, I wasn't nice to you today. I tore you up today.
What'd you do?
I called you a scumbag.
Why?
Because you are. You're not?
Can we work this out?
Of course we can. We always can.
Jesus Christ. I'm calling you to tell you that I...
So, I mean, this is just a weird beta thing to do to just, again, Melton wants to yell at everyone and be this tell it how it is guy, but then he apologizes to everyone. I mean, simply put, Melton just is looking for friends. He's never had friends in his life. This is his first time he's really been a relevant guy in any universe he's ever been in. And he's simply just trying to be friends with everybody. And again, Joey C, I know I just shit on you for the past fucking 45 minutes. Don't fall for the bait, man. You should, you should see the text messages Melton sent me about what he's going to do to you. He was talking about, doing some really heinous shit. Reach out to me, Joey C. I'll let you know all about it. Don't trust this Melton guy, man. For real. And don't go to Hackamania.
Looked like you and your wife were having fun, and you looked...
We did.
You looked awesome walking around in that jumpsuit. It fit you to a T, and I thought you looked great. And you looked like you were having fun.
Yeah,
No, I'm big...
I was having fun. I really was having fun. To get out and finally meet some fans was fun, yes.
And I was jealous that I wasn't there with Tukey to hang out with you guys. And what I was going to say is, look, I can't afford to, fly you and your wife out, but if you guys want to come out... For Vegas, I will hook you up with free tickets. You don't have to pay anything to come hang out.
Yeah, Lord knows Joey can't afford tickets, even if you know what I mean. Joey can't afford tickets, so this is again Melton just trolling you, Joey. He's literally just trolling you.
Out, but if you guys want to come out. For Vegas, I will hook you up with free tickets.
Wow, so Melton pities you that much. He's willing to give you free tickets. Wow, so you're gonna take Melton up on this offer, Joey C. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a sellout bitch. This is how it started for Meek Mill. Look how it ended.
You don't have to pay anything to come hang out.
Well, we were thinking about coming out there, so it's gotta be nice of you.
And then I'm sure Carl would want you to appear on WATP. I'd love you to come on NLO.
I accept that.
And let's, the more of us to band together and, we'll really get together and bury this stuff. It'll drive Kevin nuts.
I mean, everything Melton does is just really to stick it to Kevin. It really is bizarre. I wanted to show you when Melton starts this because I've just found the clip where he's too poor to buy new socks. Sorry, I got to skip through this entire intro. This is a mess, this player here. I hate this Windows video player. It only lets you scrub ahead 30 seconds. It's really the worst. Listen to Melton, though. He can't afford a fresh pair of socks.
Feelings off my very heavy chest. I'm Patrick Melton. my show. I'm Patrick. What am I doing? I'm pretty gay. Okay, this is wow. Welcome. Sorry. You know, I don't wanna rush it. On a weekend, I don't wanna rush it. I don't wanna plan it. I don't know how long we'll be here. And so, you know, you don't have to be here. Shoot. I think I'm going to do a Pat Dixon show tonight. Just a warning for everybody who likes Dixon and hates me. I'm going to ruin it.
Listen to this.
So that's why I'm doing a little earlier today. Yesterday I slept all day. It was bad. Anyway, we're here today. We're doing it today. And we couldn't be prouder of everything we've accomplished. You know what I want to do? Nat Clo 2.0, if I have your permission. I want to watch your doc.
So I talked about this on Sunday. This was the second members-only stream in a row where he's too lazy to show prep anything. And a good idea for him, a good show idea for him is to just watch a documentary with everyone. I mean, how fucking bizarre is this? So now he's just watching documentaries, doing full documentary watching. By the way, of Steel Toe.
I mean, just because it's not a doc, you know, we throw the thing doc around so much. It's not. I don't know if it really tells a story, but Jesus Christ, are there some great choice clips? And you know, I pull all their old shows off Facebook and stuff. I saved them all, everything. But I've never watched them all. I mean, you must have watched them. You must have gone through that. You must have combed.
Come on, Pat, get to it. Where's your socks?
So much shit. I got a hole in my sock.
Here it is. I have a hole in my sock, he says. Imagine even admitting this to anybody, let alone showing up on your internet show and beginning to tell people, hey, I have a hole in my socks. Again, why would you wear socks with holes? First of all, that's my first question. And two, why would you admit this live on your show?
That you must have combed.
So again, you know, you have to look for the indirect grift. He might not be directly saying, hey guys, I need cash. Help me. I'm dying over here, like Joey C. But he begs in more of like a I guess, smarter way, even though it's not really even that smart. But he's setting it up and he's letting you know that, hey, I have holes in my socks. It's a way for you to feel bad for him as if, oh, Melton can't afford new socks. Here, I'll give you $2. It's poor, pathetic grifting at its finest.
Through so much shit. I got a hole in my sock.
Hole in my sock, he says.
And my,
wow.
My little toe keeps going through it.
Wow.
I have talons. You know what I'm saying? I have real talons. Hold on. Let's take a phone call. Hello?
So there you have it. Patrick Melton can't afford fresh pairs of socks. Now, I'd venture to guess, you know, this isn't the only pair of socks that Melton has holes in. And again, wouldn't you just throw that pair of socks away? Like, I really don't understand some of these people. Like, they make decent money, but they refuse to buy, like, a decent pair of boxer briefs or decent socks or T-shirts that fucking don't have holes in the armpits. You know what I mean? They really have to use everything to its last leg. It's pathetic, man. It's pathetic. Let's go to Melton on Monday. Let me see what we got here. This was, this was a weird title in and of itself. Show canceled. Nobody wants to do this. Cancel your Monday. He's going to get into a fight with Stevie. I happen to, support Stevie Lou in this. Not support Stevie Lou as a guy. Stevie Lou has to clear being a guy with Chad first before he could be deemed a guy. I don't support Stevie Lou in that manner. I support him sticking up to Melton because no one else really goes after Melton. Everyone just worships the ground Melton walks on. It's really the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life, to be quite honest with you. Again, if you saw this sort of guy in public, you would proceed to turn to your friend or whoever you're with, your wife or your husband, your dog, whoever you were with, and you would make fun of Melton for his sheer size, his hunchback, just lisp, his wispy beard. You would make fun of everything on Patrick. And somehow he's fooled so many people. To me, that's one thing I do agree with Steel Toe on. Aaron, I heard Aaron on his show today going, Melton is, he was pretty much saying all the same things I was. I'm like, I do, he does have a point there. But the problem is Steel Toe is such an unlikable loser. It doesn't really hold any weight. But, he brought up a good point, man. I do have to call that out when I see it. Let's go to Melton Monday. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to start here? Let's see. Okay. Melton. Okay, so I've never met a grown man who wanted more apologies from other internet personalities. It's really the strangest thing I've ever seen. We're going to watch his new grift, his new square grift, or it's actually his new old square grift. Let's go to 1225. Melton wants who to apologize? Oh, Stuttering John. Melton wants so many people to apologize. It's really quite remarkable. Let's check it out.
Toner Grant. I ordered it. It should be here today. But 1 week, Stuttering, what's his name? Stuttering John. Stuttering John, you have 1 week to apologize to me for demanding that I leave Kate Media alone. You have 1 week to apologize to me. If you do not apologize to me by April 1st on this...
So again, I never met somebody who we're going to watch here yell in a second. He's going to posture up and act like some big, hard-ass, tough guy. I never met somebody quite like this who acts so tough and then wants everyone to apologize. Like, you're really just a beta-ass bitch, dude. When you really break it down, you want everyone to apologize. Why do you want people to apologize? Am I right, Butters? Or am I right? So yeah, he wants Stuttering. If you didn't hear that, let's go back. Let's listen to that again. He wants Stuttering John to apologize for, I don't even know why. It's just all weird.
I leave Kate Media alone. You have 1 week to apologize to me. If you do not apologize to me by April 1st on this internet, on the same internet we're on now, this current internet.
Again, he laughs at his own jokes. I can't stand Patrick.
I swear to God, I'll never stop. I'll never stop with your kids. I don't care if she wants a penis or not. I'll follow her around the grocery store trying to glue one on her.
And just Patrick is obsessed with himself. Laughs at his own jokes. He really is the man, huh? 105.50, this is where Stevie calls in. This is where this whole heated argument between him and Stevie kick off here. Let's watch this. He's going to beg, he's going to yell at Stevie and then beg for Stevie to apologize. Well, that's a crazy face. Imagine this guy. Imagine waking up next to this guy every fucking day of your life. His lips are completely chapped here. It's like, how about buying some cherry chapstick? Look at the crust on the... Can you guys see that? You guys not see this crust on the side of his fucking mouth? This is a pure case of what we like to call chapped lips. You see it on the bottom of his lip here. He's like drooling out of his mouth. The lips are, really fucking chapped. Holy shit. Is that coming through? I hope that's... Yeah, that's coming through. You guys could definitely see that. Yep, you guys could definitely fucking see. So, yeah, Melton can't afford socks. He can't afford chapstick. He drools on himself. All the meanwhile, wanting other grown internet men to apologize to him. So let's listen to this whole argument unfold here. Let's see what Melton is talking about with Stevie Lou.
He talked about my wife. Yeah, and that's done. It's over. He did it. Now what? Now you're just yelling. Guess what? He still talked about your wife. Who cares? Hello?
Stop screaming.
So Stevie calls in and goes, "Stop screaming! I mean, this is like 8 o'clock in the morning. This is, too early for this." This is Melton's response.
You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
No, I'm not.
You did. You just made up a. Shut up, Stevie, and you're gonna have to fucking listen because you're not good at it.
Melton acting tough, man.
I'm trying to tell you a thing that you did, and then you made up a thing that I said you threatened violence. Shut up and listen.
Well, there's nothing, more that I hate than just fake rage tough guys here. Again, Melton, you wouldn't say this to anyone's face. Stevie, why are you taking shit from this guy? Why are you letting a fat tub of lard punk you? Just because he yells louder than you, it's like, you know what I mean? You could kick his ass. You kicked Ryan Katsu Riviera's ass. You could surely kick Patrick's ass. Don't take this shit, Stevie. I know the internet is so quickly to jump on Stevie Lou right now. And I want to preface by saying this. He probably deserves most of what he's getting. But when it comes to Patrick, don't let Patrick sway you into thinking Stevie's a bad guy. Think Stevie's a bad guy on your own. Don't let some big titted man with chapped complete lips. He's got Dave Chappelle lips when Dave Chappelle was doing the Clayton Bigsby fucking bit. Smoking crack like in the background. Don't let Patrick sway. Come up with Stevie's a shithead because you think Stevie's a shithead. Don't let Melton sway you into believing this. Because again, Melton wouldn't say this to Stevie's face. That's my whole problem with this whole thing. Melton would see Stevie and probably ask to give him a hug and extend a blunt to Stevie's way and be like, "Hey man, you want to smoke? Let's squash our beef." This is just fakeness, and this is just a put on for the camera. Stevie, don't take no shit.
Where did it happen?
Shut up! It happened on the phone 7 minutes. Okay, again, I'll turn you down, and when I'm ready for you to talk, I'll pipe you back up.
So now he's turned Stevie down because he can't handle fucking the back and forth dialogue here. He thinks Stevie will own him, so he does an old radio trick where they just turn you down so they could just talk over you. The host talks over you. Now, although it's a clever move and it is Melton's show, he's able to do whatever the fuck it is he wants to do. I think it's a cowardly bitch move. What are you scared of? What are you so scared of?
But you're going to have to fucking learn to listen.
Listen to this.
Say you're sorry for...
Again, just another hope for another man. So he wants Stuttering John to apologize. He wants Shuley to apologize. He wants Stevie. Why do you want all these apologies, Melton? What is it to you? You want everyone to apologize to you? Like, this power has really gone to your fucking head. Like, you're not this guy. So you really have to come down off your fucking high horse. You're not that guy, dude. You're really not. And to all these motherfuckers who, really cuck to Melton and bend the knee to Patrick Melton, I don't know. You deserve the burn, Figuratively, of course, not literally. But you guys are some weak, thin-skinned losers if you're really like, "Oh my God, I need to apologize to Patrick. He's yelling." It's like, he's a fucking clown bitch with chapped lips,
Fucking learn to listen.
Look at this. Look at this mess of a lip. Chapped. You're going to say sorry to this? He literally has jizz on the side of his lip. This guy's disgusting. Stevie, don't even waste your time. Why even watch the show? Why even call in? Why even try to plead your case? Fuck him. That's what I'd say. Who cares? Some fat guy yelling in a fucking Chuck E. Cheese style basement. Who cares? This guy stinks.
I'll pipe you back up. But you're
I pipe you back up. Who even says this?
You're going to have to fucking learn to listen. Say you're sorry for...
Say you're sorry.
Putting words in my mouth. I never said you threatened violence.
So he turns him up in hopes that Stevie will say sorry, and Stevie says...
Where did that happen? Where did I say that?
On my
Where did that happen?
phone 3 minutes ago.
No, where are you? When did I say to you, watch what happens? Where did that happen? I want to know that.
I don't know because I
You're
don't
accusing me
care.
of
We
saying
just
what
laughed
happened.
about it.
Where did it happen? Where did it happen?
I don't care.
Did I say that to you? No. It doesn't matter. You can't just bring it up and not.
Ray Tard, the untradeable, says, Melton aside, Stevie didn't beat Ryan, a guy much smaller than Stevie. Yeah, I'm just trying to gas Stevie up. I mean, obviously, that fight was probably more closer than it was deemed. Stevie didn't beat Ryan, like, definitively, for sure, but I'm just trying to gas Stevie's head here. I mean, you know, I do think Stevie would beat Melton in a boxing match, hands down. And Melton, you have to understand, Melton is all talk. He's all talk. Get him outside, get him away from his microphone and his cheap little broken pixel camera. Next time you guys watch Nobody Likes Onions, zoom in on Melton's head and one of his frames, one of his pixels are out, and it's been out for like 7 months. Again, he makes all this money and has the worst equipment in the world. But get him outside of his studio, and he's not this guy. He's playing this tell it how it is, I'm going to yell at you until you suck my dick guy. You're not this guy. Settle the fuck down. You've tricked a lot of people, but I'm here to tell you, you're a pussy bitch that won't do a goddamn thing. I might be the size of a Pez dispenser, but I mean, I'll walk right up to you and you won't say any of the things you've ever said about me. And I know that for a fact. So settle the fuck down. CB Lou, don't take this shit. Let me see. I might have one more thing from Melton. I might want to get out of here, though. I might want to get out of here for the night. Let me see what I have. I'll save the rest for Sunday. I don't know about these night shows, man. I really don't. It's Melton Saturday. Do I want to do this Melton Tuesday? Show you a Melton scam, or should I save that? If I can even find my goddamn notes. NLO Tuesday. Patrick now takes the high road and becomes a Mr. Moral. White Knights for Quad Father. I think I want to save this. I think I want to save it. There's too much to do. I simply don't have the time. I can only go to 11, and I don't have 9 minutes to cover this. I think we'll put a pin in this, guys, here. Again, sorry, I'll have to get adjusted. Maybe start these night shows sooner. I don't know. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Fuck it. We'll do it. Let me stop being a party pooper. Steel Toes in trouble. All right, so this is Melton Tuesday. There's only 2 clips I want to show you. There's an Amazon scam I think Melton is up to, and there's a Grint scam Melton is up to with these squares of his that he puts behind him for fucking $50. So let's go to 6:15 on why. Wait, let's go to, okay. 6:15, and let's go to 16 minutes. This is Melton's potential Amazon scam he's up to. So he explains this encounter he's had with an Amazon driver, how he ordered a new keyboard, and, well, here, I'll just let him explain this to you, and you guys be the judge. Now, some of our pro Melton guys in here will be like, Melton sounds like he's telling the truth. I don't know. I'm not, let me not sway you. You guys watch and judge for yourself. This is Patrick Melton on his latest NLO stream. This was as of yesterday. Now, mind you, the 2 things that are happening here is he's Mr. Moral. Patrick has now become Mr. Moral of what's right and wrong and what to do and not to do in this universe. Simultaneously, he's going to be white knighting for a paraplegic guy. How insane. But before we get to that, let's watch this. This is Patrick on his latest potential Amazon scam. Let's watch. Patrick.
Practical rant that we can all identify with. You seen this? First of all, when I ordered a keyboard recently. I say recently, maybe 6 months ago. I ordered this new keyboard, Apple keyboard, wireless Bluetooth, with the fingerprint touch sensor on that corner. See,
fancy. Somebody's doing
and
well.
The bag got delivered to my porch, and there was nothing in it.
Wow, so he says he's ordered a new keyboard, and when the keyboard and the Apple keyboard got to his porch, it was empty. There was nothing in it. There wasn't a keyboard to be found. Now, could this have been a simple shipping error? Sure. Errors happen all the time. Millions, if not hundreds of millions of things go out each day. Well, maybe not that much, but I'd venture to guess millions of things go out from Amazon each day. I'm sure there's a couple packages that are either fucked up, broken, or completely missing. But why is it that, and how is it that maybe in 1 in 100 chances that a package does get fucked up or a product is missing, how is it that it's happened to Patrick? Out of all people in the world for it to happen to, it's happened to Patrick. Patrick is known for his scams, and he's known for his grifts, and he's known for his shortcuts in life. Again, he's not this Mr. Tell It How It Is, Mr. Moral guy. He's only started to become this within the last maybe 6 to 8 months. So they always say old habits die hard. Now, is this another old habit coming back up and resurfacing from Patrick? Could he be pocketing the keyboard and then telling Amazon, hey, I didn't get a keyboard? And then Amazon, gives him 2 for the price of 1, to which he sells. Because remember, this guy can't afford fucking a brand new pair of socks, right? So if you can't afford a brand new pair of socks, well, what's a good way to get a new pair of socks? Well, let me scam Amazon. They're not going to look into it. They don't really care about $120. Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar business. I'll scam Amazon, and I'll go out to, Fruit of the Loom and buy me a new pair of Hanes socks. Listen.
Just a bag. And so I go out there and I do it, and they're like, your keyboard got delivered. And whatever the keyboard costs, $129 or whatever it costs.
$129.
And I'm literally like, I didn't get the keyboard. Like, it was taken out of the bag. And, Amazon doesn't even believe you. But I guess I buy so much from Amazon, they go like, all right, well, for a one-time courtesy, we'll replace this item and send it out. It's like the photo that the guy took. Here's the beauty of it. You know how the Amazon drivers like take a photo of the thing when they leave it? The size of the bag in the photo, the way he like laid a bag on my porch, an empty bag, the keyboard couldn't have possibly been inside of it.
Okay, can you release this picture to us? Because until that point, we're going to go ahead and say that this is completely and utter bullshit. I find it hard to believe that they delivered an empty bag. I know Amazon drivers aren't the sharpest tools in the shed, but I'd venture to guess they wouldn't proceed to deliver and then take a picture of an empty bag. So until you release this picture, we're going to need to see more evidence, because until that point, I don't believe a word you're saying, and I think you're, in fact, potentially scamming Amazon. So someone should reach out to Amazon, HR or Amazon support, and let them know that you have a 378-pound fat man on the loose stealing keyboards here.
Just how tiny the bag was folded up and stuck in the corner of my porch.
Again, I don't believe this.
So, like, my thing to Amazon was like, look at the photo he took. This is not me saying, here's the thing on my porch.
And I feel like he would have shown us, right? Like, if this was really serious and this was on the up and up, I really feel like he would have been like, see? Look at the picture I have. So it's weird. He's not showing any evidence of this. Patrick is a man of evidence. He likes to bring receipts, so why wouldn't he show us this? Patrick?
Photo he took. There cannot possibly be a keyboard in that bag. Look at it. Look at it. It's an empty bag. Look at it. And they were like, all right.
And again, so before you're like, oh, yeah, maybe it was just an empty bag. Look at the size of this keyboard. And you tell me, like, this could be easily mistaken as an empty bag. Let me see. Where's he show it at? Look at this keyboard. I mean, this is a small, like, little...
6 months ago. I ordered this new keyboard. Apple keyboard. Wireless Bluetooth.
This keyboard is maybe 12 inches long and maybe 6 inches wide. It's very easy to look at a bag with something 12 inches by 6 inches and say, hey, that bag could be empty. You know what I mean? So he's going to go ahead and blame Amazon and try to get a poor Amazon driver fired over this whole ordeal. Again, when I think Patrick is really up to the scamming. I think he's trying to scam Amazon, trying to pull one over on Amazon. Let's go to, I think I have one more from this. Yeah, that was 16, the Amazon scam here. 15200, Patrick's clever way of grifting. All right, so this is going to be the last clip no matter what at 152. Let's check this out. See what he's doing here. Patrick Melton.
Again, is it ever about the show? I'm so excited about the printer Grinter.
Okay, so he's talking about Steel Toe, and obviously Steel Toe always is, talking about, hey, hit my Venmo, hit my PayPal, hit my Cash App, hit my Streamlabs, right? Steel Toe is always letting you know where you could donate money to them. Patrick is going to go ahead and rebut this and go on to say, hey, man, everything I do isn't about money. But I need everyone to rethink this because everything Patrick does is about the money. Let's watch.
Is it ever about the show? I'm so excited about the printer Grinter. I'm so excited about the Grint for the print. Monday, we're teasing that on the show. Not a money thing. I don't need any money.
Okay, so he says, I don't need any money for the printer Grinter. The printer Grinter is going to be the pictures that are behind Melton. Remember when Patrick was doing this?
Justin Campbell, member for 4 months. David Chandler, $100. Wrong again, Melton. Can't blame this on me. I couldn't make AC because of a family emergency, but I'm still perched on this fence, and they all know it.
We don't need to read his
Number
chat
3.
here.
All right, we're turning over square number 3. We could use a great break. Let's do it.
So again, the large, woolly mammoth-sized man himself, for $50 or over, you would give him 50, and then he would then turn over a square on his wall. Now, mind you, he's saying that everything he does isn't about money. It's a clever way of grifting. Again, he's not openly saying, I need cash, but he's doing things that revolve around cash. I mean, this is, I think, as clever gets here. Now, some people will push back on this and be like, dude, he's just fucking trying to integrate new things with a show. This is ridiculous, by the way. Shouldn't be doing $50 square picture things here on your wall. It's like, what are we, 6?
Let's do it.
And again, if not for nothing else, just his simple claim here, everything I do isn't for money. It's like, it is. It is.
Monday, we're so excited about the printer Grinter. I'm so excited about the Grint for the print. Monday, we're teasing that on the show. Not a money thing. I don't need any money. I mean, the Grint for the print thing is if you want to throw a couple bucks and go magenta, yellow, cyan, it's a joke. It's a joke. I got the money for printer ink. I got it. It's a joke. You don't really think for 1 minute if you don't donate for yellow, we're not going to have yellow. These are jokes. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the P.O. Box, where we are going to give away a ticket to Hackamania. Huh? I'm excited about these show things. I'm excited about Hackamania.
Again, another thing you got to give him money for. So it's just every example he's listing that he doesn't care about money for is things that you need to give money in order to do or use. You see? So it's not as cut and dry as give me money, donate to my show, give me money, give me money. It's disguised in different ways. Now, you might get, use out of some of the things that you do purchase here. Well, really, the only thing you would get use for is Hackamania. I mean, the squares, that's nonsense. I don't know what the P.O. Box thing is, to be quite honest with you. I'll look into that a little bit more. And the Hackamania, again, that's an event, so at least you can go there and have an experience. I'm not going to say a good time, but at least you can have an experience. But everything else, man, is is really up for debate here because it is for money, Patrick. You see.
We're excited about the P.O. Box stuff coming up. Excited about the wall. These are show things. These are things we're going to be doing. None of them have to do with you giving me money.
And it's like, I rest my case, man. I rest my fucking case. And on that note, guys, we're going to get out of here for the night. I do appreciate every single last one of you. Thank you so much for sticking around. Again, Wednesday nights, I don't know if I'm going to continue to do them. Well, Patrick has been saying lately that big money donos are down, so this is just his way to get him again, says Josie. I mean, you're absolutely right. He's implementing things to get money while simultaneously saying he doesn't need money and it's not about money. You see how this works? You see how this all works? Again, he's not coming out directly and saying, give me money, give me money. He's doing things, but it is in a way to acquire the cash. Jeremy said, this is low, even for win by 2. The grift is obvious. Thanks, Blade. Thank you, Doodle. Thank you, Jeff. Ozone says, holes in the socks, keyboard grifting, carrot cake, and meatloaf binge eating. Where does it end, Patrick? Shortcut and spoiler alert, Ozone, it never ends. The grift keeps on fucking grifting. It never stops. It never stops. I wish I could put an end to it, but it's going to take a collective to put an end to this. I'll continue to do my damnedest, though, to talk about it and at least highlight what I see and what I have a problem with. And, these are some of the things I had issues with this past week. We'll be back here on Sunday. I do appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for bearing with me and putting up with a new time. I'm going to have to get used to this. I'm definitely not used to going this late, man. I gotta get up in like 3 hours. That's awesome. Let's give a quick shout out though to everyone contributed on today's show. We do appreciate everyone supporting us here at the Two Nation Movement. Thank you guys.
Kudos to Win by 2 Radio. Win by 2 is watching.
Of course. Thank you to Beloved Chatter and W-Man, Jeff Closure, Chris, K. McDuck, all reing up their memberships, and K. McDuck gifting a membership. Waiver, of course, Dabble Story. And check Dabble Story out if you want your up-to-date Joey C content. Sorry about that. Oof. I gotta eat something. Mutic Growl on tonight's show, Jeff Closure and Stella B. Thank you so much. And then let's give a quick shout out before I throw up, to be quite honest with you. To all our members who continue to make this show what it is. We thank you, all of our members. And we'll update that for our new members on Sunday show. Sunday we'll be back to normal time, 11:30. Rest assured. I don't know. I don't know how I felt about tonight. I don't know if I like nights. It's good in theory, but when you work all fucking day and then rush home and I don't know. I'll figure it out. I ain't even worried about it though, to be quite honest with you. There's a lot of things I want to keep my eyes on, though. Obviously, Steel Toe. Obviously, April. I mean, go back and watch. I mean, to me, that's the most fascinating thing, to be quite honest with you, is April. No matter where you pause on a Steel Toe stream, it's the nods. She's nodding. Something's fucked up with her. No normal human being is sick for 7 weeks. I mean, it's just impossible. Nick Rekieta, is he a new character? Is he a new guy? Possibly. we'll be keeping an eye. I think Nick Rekieta is actually starting now, so that might be a good idea to jump over and keep an eye on Rekieta. Patrick will be Patrick. We'll cover Patrick. He'll be in all of my thumbnails from now until the rest of fucking time. So keep that in mind. And Joey C, you know, I've turned on Joey C. I tried to give Joey C a second chance. And first of all, he never cleaned his fucking room from back in October when I, you know, pointed out, hey, Joey, clean your fucking, just clean. You know, he doesn't clean his fucking room. And then he acts like a fucking fool on the internet, begging and begging and begging for cash. Enough's enough, man. Enough's enough. Have some self-respect. Have some self-respect and get your fucking wife's teeth fixed. Please. It looks ridiculous, by the way. So just keep an eye on all these fucking guys until I get back here on Sunday. We'll be back, rest assured, 11:30 on Sunday. Until next time, Tom Chilstrom, I mean, he has a glorious message to take us all out on. Tom.
No, hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here. You know, pretty solid effort all around, I would say, mostly from Corey and I. Luke had some good points. But all in all, a good show. Thanks for everybody for being here. Let's call it a night.
Let's call it a night. And let's have a good rest of your good or holy Wednesday and your holy Thursday and your good Fridays and majestic Saturdays and Easter Sundays. I forgot. Sunday's show will be Easter fucking Sunday, which, by the way, for people who have been watching this show for more than a year, Easter Sunday it's the official anniversary of the Corey Adam fucking meltdown. So who knows if we can't recreate that in some way. If not, just rest assured we'll be back here 11:30. Even though it might be a short show, I'm not sure. But 11:30 Sunday, we'll be back. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you back. Same damn time, same damn place. It's been a fucking fun show.
This has been a very fun show.
And it's
very fun show, very fun week.
It's been an honor serving you. I've been Blade. I've been your host, and it's so fun. Thank you so much for the memories, and thank you so much for the chats and the support here we get on this show. I couldn't do it without you guys, and I do appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. I've been Blade, and we will see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great night. Goodbye.
And that's all, folks.